Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck is fucking? How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's buttons. There's phones. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get fresh chicken. Join me. Fresh chicken.
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Johnny, what do you know about illegal narcotics?
Welcome, everybody. Hey, welcome to the show. We're having a good old time. Keep clearing your throat, asshole. It'll eventually work. Where's the buttons? Where are the buttons? Boom, there are the buttons. Real See No Evil, saluting, saying douche canoe. Yes, I believe I should definitely take on that handle. I think as a permanent thing. Douche canoe. I can be known as the douche canoe. And I gotta pull my shirt out of. I gotta. Spoiler alert. I had to tuck in my shirt as I was. Howdy Beaver King, says Chevy JB. Hey Chevy JB. I had to tuck in my shirt walking all the way back here for a variety of reasons, and now I don't. It's better untucked. We do the show better untucked. Thank you, Dead Jester. Starting us off with the reason why I keep a fan running in the background. All right, let's try this. We've messed around with the settings on the mic arm. Yep, that's tighter. All right, so hopefully we don't have to futz with it any more than we have. He said as he continues to futz with it. So hopefully that's good, and we'll be good like that. I can get used to this. I think it's a little in my purview. But if you could stick out just a touch more, that would be ideal. Fat Conan saying, yo, hey, Fat Conan, how you doing? Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. We're letting everyone do that whole filter in thing while we get ready to kick off the show. I need to get it back onto the manager there so we can keep an eye on that. And Deadpool is missing. Yes, Deadpool is missing because Deadpool refuses to stay on the mic stand. He does not stay here anymore at all. I don't know if I have to super glue him. I don't know. We'll have to come up with something. He doesn't stay here anymore. No matter what I use, he doesn't stick and he falls off. And he fell off again. So now he's He's sitting on the computer where hopefully he won't fall down from there. Be pretty hard to make that happen, so we'll see. What a dick. Yeah. What a dick. You figure out mods yet? I sent you a Facebook message. Yeah, you did send me a Facebook message about something, and I looked into, I think does it have to be like they're live? What was it? Something to do with a shield, he said. And then, yeah, I don't, where is Chevy JB? Nert. I still don't have the mods thing up. I will have to look into that this weekend. We'll see if we can get that ready for the Rumble show, the Rumble only show. That's what we can do this Sunday. We'll have fun and we'll put in some mods this Sunday. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I think I can squeeze that one in. That sounds like an idea. So, all right, yep, there we go. We got those loaded. Let's get over here. There we go. All right, so they're all loaded. I'm listed as hardcore English. That's awesome on Twitch. Just chatting hardcore English. I didn't know you could do just chatting hardcore. Fuck it. Who cares? Anyways, don't ask me. I can barely use my phone. Hey, you and me. Well, actually, no. I'm actually quite adept at using my phone. I spoiled myself with my phone purchase. I saved up a lot of money for my phone, and in hindsight, I might not have wanted to put quite as much down as I did. But you know, whatever. That's life. And so yeah, happy with the phone. Great thing. Love it. Pulling down the audio just for a minute while we grab a couple of stories for the first hour, like how a local community here, Waite Park, is already stepping up to put an ordinance on smoking marijuana in public. We're going to talk about a British rowing institution that's got some official restrictions that are quite funny. Taylor Swift's audience set off earthquake alarms, so we're going to do that. We've got some funny stuff about AI, and where is this? This Hunter Biden also got in some trouble, and we've got a road crew going viral for all the wrong reasons. All right, something's playing. What's playing? I'm going to wager you. Nope, there we go. That's still playing.
I'm Dana Perino, and you all.
Why do all of you have to play automatically? And we're good. You lint roll the shit out of a microphone before a show. Then you start said show, and that microphone is still somehow covered in goddamn cat hair. How is there still cat hair on here? We got all of it. I could have swore. I double-checked. I triple-checked. It's everywhere. This goddamn thing. Alrighty. Holy shit. Did I already fuck that up too? Nah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our first stories loaded up. There we are. Everything's good. The soundboard's back up for all of you lovely people. And thank you if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Rumble. We have all three chats up so we can keep you clued into the show. Maybe it's because it's Friday. There's a slow filter in day. I should have expected that. It's something I need to get used to as a afternoon show in the summer, especially at the end of the week. People got other shit to do, you know? It's like, let's get out and do stuff. I should have realized. Mikey Two Milks, I'm here. Hey, dude, Mikey's here. It's officially a party. You know, I was just fucking foot in my mouth a minute ago talking about how the viewer numbers were a little low, and I didn't realize the most important viewer had already shut up. California told Taylor Swift to postpone her shows because of the hotel strikes. Oh, really? Because of the hotel strikes? I didn't know about that. The one I've got is all about Taylor Swift's fans setting off like an earthquake alarm. Hi, John, says Mikey Two Months. Well, hello, Mikey. Most people don't call me John, but I'll take it. That's funny. Got offended. A job. I think you mean offered. A job today. Told him I can't pass a piss test. He said, "Let me see what I can do." Well Salty saying hi from YouTube. Hey, Well Salty. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. All right. I've got to find that remote to turn off the fan. I don't really think it's a problem. At least not right now. The way we have things. Hotel workers are striking because they can't afford to live there. Tell your governor to stop BS policies like reparations. Maybe you can start affording bread. Yeah, dude. I don't feel bad. Feel like I'm slipping into fucking Steve-O person. Stevie Lou, you see no. But feel like I'm slipping into Steve. Man, maybe like write Gavin Newsom, man, and tell him you can't get it done. Okay, I think my daughter's pounding on the door. I've never done a show with her right upstairs before, I don't think, for the whole time, so that's going to be interesting. Just saw stuff on the wall shaking. Oh, the toddler wants in. Fuck. Alrighty, so hotel workers are striking. Yeah, I don't feel bad for people striking because of shit in California. Fall is my busy season. I can't take summer humidity. Dude, I get, yeah, I can't take the summer humidity either, but for me, it's really like it's not even a busy season thing. It's just people got shit to do, want to go out, get out, be out, and just not gonna be here. Alrighty, so that's fine. Like I said, we're kicking off, filling in slowly. I've got all the stories loaded, so we'll jump over to that in just a second. Actually, why not? Let's jump over into it now, and I'm going to fight back in the stupidest of ways. Do we have to change? Yeah, we got to change the zoom. We got to change the top filter. A year is fall for John. All year is fall for Johnny. Oh, you mean because I'm fighting I smell what you're selling. Get it, Stevie Lou, because this guy can't use his legs. Like every time he stands, he's going down. But big, but boom. Stevie Lou, Speaking of Stevie Lou, I'll be on the Backyard Boys podcast tonight at is 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern at BYB_POD on YouTube. Feel free to head over there, check it out, see how it's doing. Sandy Squatch over on the Rumble saying, hello, friends. Hello, Sandy. More cripple jokes never get old, says Fat Cone. Well, the cripple jokes thing was really more of Mikey's thing, but I mean, yeah, they don't get old. Most cripples don't. See, we die. Oh. Alrighty. So like I said, we're pretty much ready to kick off. Everyone's kind of filtering in here. We've got the start of the show. I've got a new filter on the Zoob, so we can use that. And like I said, we'll be on the Backyard Boys podcast. We have a $40 goal to hit today. If we hit that, we do our 30 minutes extra. We are automatically going 15 minutes over because of yesterday. I had to bail out early, so we'll do that. And that's the Streamlabs thing. Okay, so we're all good there. And I can't put this thing back on to save my life. Should have done this shit. This is why you're supposed to do this before the show, asshole. Not during. Dick. Think we're good. Think we're good. It's all about getting it seated properly. There we are. Hooray, we did it. Well, Salty saying that's right. BYB tonight. That's right. BYB tonight. Absolutely. Tune in. I'll be there. It'll be fun. And we've got all that. Let's check our sticker party situation just so we know we're a little over halfway. 440 bits into the sticker system, and boom, sticker party. That'll be fun for everybody. All right, let's kick over to this first thing. Minnesota legalized marijuana, something I'm very happy about. Now, I'm not surprised to see shit like this happen, but I'm still disappointed. You know, it's like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, we legalized the weed. Hooray. Weed should be legal for adults, for responsible usage. I mean, I get it. We can't start rolling down the street with a 3-foot bong. Like, that's not cool. But the idea that we're going so far as banning public consumption of any kind is ridiculous. And now that it's legal in St. Cloud and in Minnesota, for a part of that, for a suburb of that community to be like, well, we're going to make it illegal now. It's just, what? So you mean if I'm over on this street, it's fine. If I'm on that street, go fuck yourself. Can we do that with a whole lot of other policies, like the ones I don't want to support, like DEI bullshit? Can I do that? Can I start going, nah, I don't want to give my money to, can I get my money back for everything that I don't agree with funding? By the way, Tim Walz, that's going to come to about $17 billion. We just kind of need that money back, because I don't know if you know this, but just the government as a whole, we added a shit ton of more money to the debt this week. And it just, whew, I mean, they don't even talk about it in numbers. They just simply say,
boy, are we in debt.
It's good. It's not legal in NC, but I've seen people smoke and drive. Well, people are always going to be ballsy, and they're always going to attempt to push the rules. The thing is, I was really glad that now in my community and things like that, it was going to be, at least I thought, generally accepted. But now it's like, no. This community says no, and this side of the street, it's no. Like, why can't you just go fuck yourselves? Seriously. We did it your way for a while. It didn't really work. I get it. Certain things shouldn't be allowed, but I mean, come on, man. We haven't really. Anyways, let's just get into the story. The Waite Park City Council is holding a work session on Monday, August 7th, to discuss a possible ordinance surrounding the use of recreational marijuana in public spaces and a moratorium on sales of cannabis products in the city. City Attorney Paul Storm looked over the law, which allows the use of allows use at home and on private property with permission, but is illegal to use marijuana anywhere that smoke or vapor could be inhaled by minors. In a memo to the city council, he says, "It is my opinion that this prohibition would allow the city to prohibit use in public park areas for the time being.
For me. I gotta have more cowbell.
An ordinance is still prudent for the city to consider." Who was that? Goliath following the channel. Thank you for following. Sandy Squatch says, I don't know how to donate on Rumble. Well, at the bottom of your Rumble chat thing, especially on the PC as I see it, there is a subscribe and a dollar button thing. And as far as I know, that's how it works. I still don't know how to. I haven't collected anything on Rumble, so I'm not entirely sure how everything on Rumble works. Should look into that this weekend. And I got to get a hold of Hemponics. They should pay me something at some point. I've been pimping that shit for a while now. Where I checked the account. It says I've made some money. And come on. Anyways, in a draft of the ordinance, it would be illegal to use marijuana, cannabis products, edibles, and hemp-derived consumer products on public property. Look, again, all right, you want to say the smoking thing, I can understand that. That shit can get pretty bad. All right, vaping, though, unless you're blowing a vape cloud at someone, vaping is not going to do anything to anyone. Vaping is not a problem. But again, the idea, well, we can't allow you to consume edibles in public. Why? You might breathe on the kids and they'll get a contact high. That's not how it works. Good God. I mean, but imagine if it did, right? Like if you could eat an edible that was that powerful that if you burped on someone who doesn't eat, they just fucking passed out. That would be amazing. I'd be for that all day. Where is this for? St. Cloud? No, well, Salty, this is for Waite Park. This is the Waite Park City Council. You know, the place where you go to get your meth. They don't want to let you smoke weed. They just want you to buy the meth. Doesn't even work in a car unless you really get ridiculous about it. Right? The whole, quashing vapes and stuff. I'm like, look, the vaping thing, that's the thing where I'm like, that's meeting us halfway. That's saying, hey, you can smoke your weed, but in public, you got to keep it down, man. Like, we'll allow the vapes and stuff, but the big old rolling bong hits, like, okay, I get it, yes. Potheads are dumb, and if you give us the option, you'll get some stupid chud, and I can't imagine who this person would be, but you get some stupid asshole just walking down the street being like, hey, man, what's going on, everybody?
Sounds cool. Sounds cool, man. You want to take a toke? No? All right, dude. All right.
Still can't clear this thing in one go. You can't do it in one go. You got to prime and pull, or just because you can't clear it in one tug, man. It's just too much fucking air to handle. Holy Jesus. I'm not going to buy that Hemponics salve unless you start getting money from them, says Well Salty. Hey, man, I'm sure it's just a slight snafu. I know for a while I didn't have my payment information submitted properly. I know I fixed that problem. I'm sure it's a matter of sending them an email. I'm sure it'll be great. But I'm going to hold off pumping the Hemponic shit until we get it squared out. Doesn't even work. Yeah. They're stoners, they forgot. Oh, no, you might be right. I thought I'd pooped out by entire existence once. Oh. Pretty sure, Goliath, we handled the... I feel like now I'm literally feeling like today's deja vu, which is a weird thing to have after the fucking doctor tug there. Who was that asking if is the doctor in today? The doctor's over there. I don't know if I want to put the doctor in today. Dude, I do get a portion of that. I'm saying they just haven't. It just there's a literal account. They just haven't sent it over. Deja vu? No. Deja vu. I had sweet corn last night. Can definitely tell today. Wow, Lab Glass. Interesting one to throw across. Well, I think we have a sound drop for that. Hold on. All right. So, yes. Waite Park is going to go ahead and start putting up laws against public consumption. Like, I understand certain kind of ordinances, like excessive smoke, but I suppose you're always gonna find some pot who's like, "Oh man, it's open air, man. If the kid catches a buzz, oh, it's the way." Fuck you. Sandy Squatch saying, "Put up your PayPal link, please." Absolutely, I'll throw all of that up. Again, currently our goal is at $40 today. If we knock that out, we do automatic overtime, which means 15 minutes automatically from yesterday coming in, and then an additional 30. So we'd go to 45 is about it. Nice new haircut. Looks nice. Yeah, I got the haircut a little while ago. It's this is the way I like to have it. I've been kind of being lazy the last few weeks and relying on the fact that I don't really go anywhere to say, hey, how about not doing the haircut? But the haircut thing is needed for the anniversary show, and hopefully possibly going back to DJing, so we'll see what happens there. All right. British rowing restrictions. Is this no, we got to read this. All right, so the British rowing released new eligibility guidelines that will restrict transgender athletes from competing in women's events in order to guarantee fair and meaningful competition. New rules will go into effect on September 11th, so we never forget, and will include policies for 3 categories: women's, mixed, and an open category. Well, there you go, ladies. You've got your protections, and every trans person that wants to have at it, you can compete against all the other trans people and be stupidly surprised when now it's a fair competition and it's just not as fun. Good for you. Good for you. But good for the British rowing organization. They didn't say who. The governing body also announced an open category. Yeah, an open category. Watch how many women don't sign up for the open category. Just saying. I don't think it'll be a thing. In rowing's not even... Can we get that in a few other places now? Can we start sliding that into a couple others? That would be really, really super duper nice. Just saying. Just saying. All righty. So that's that story done. I've got to get to something that's video friendly because it's we're almost halfway into the show and we haven't had any fun videos. Silly me, I guess I could have asked for the PayPal link when I was on Rumble. LOL. Well, you can do it wherever. We can put it wherever. It works. Thank you for being part of the show. Hobo Chili Recipe jumping in saying howdy. Howdy, Hobo Chili Recipe. Howdy. We are 20 minutes or so into the show. We are $40 away from overtime today. And we've got a funny video to play. You've been brought up to speed on everything that you've missed. All right, so let's go ahead and get that video going. This, I don't know who did this. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter who did this. If you watched Seinfeld growing up, and I watched a lot of it, this is just one of the coolest things. Just something I wish I had thought of doing.
They want to ban straws. Has anybody ever tried those paper straws? They're not working too good, right? Has anybody ever tried, seriously, the new straw, it's made out of paper, right? It disintegrates as you drink it. If you have a nice tie like this tie, this would have no chance. By the time you get finished, the straw is totally disintegrated. Does anybody walk around with a plastic straw? Because it's not bad. You know, you whip it out, boom, boom. You never had to do that. So they want to ban straws. I said, oh, really? What about the cart? What about the plate? What about the knives and the spoons that are plastic? Oh, they're okay. But the straws we got to ban.
I'm sorry, that's the greatest ever. That is the best. Fat Conan, yes, quote, paper straws wrapped in plastic. I will say this. I used a paper straw recently. I don't really care. Here's what I'm saying. If you give a shit, you've wasted too much time. Paper straws they're not really yet or nay. They just, But as far as the waste part, yeah, we got rid of the plastic straw. Now we just have the plastic wrapper to the paper straw. That's so again, just funny times. Trucker 18-wheeler saying hello, Johnny. Bobby Nick from BYB and No Filter saying, well, hello there. Hey, Bobby Nick. Go ahead and drop your links in the chat. I'm going to be on BYB podcast, as I mentioned earlier, tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Pacific. And, yeah, feel free to check out the Backyard Boys podcast. And I'll be there this time, so that'll be fun. If you drink it for more than 5 minutes, it turns to mush. I will say the one I used did not turn to mush. It never turned to mush. It was always kind of soft, which was weird, but it never turned to mush. And then it became a cat toy, which it did not fare well. Paper straw does not fare well as a cat chew toy. It's dead. He killed it. He killed it aggressively. Oh, but yes, either way, the bit is hilarious. The editing on it is great, and it just feels like like a Seinfeld intro. It just makes it so much fun. It's just a good fun time. So that's where we got that one from. I enjoyed that, and I had to share it. You know you're not sucking on it correctly if it stays soft. Oh, Saint RN just dropping facts. Alrighty. So we'll drop that story there now that we've done that. There wasn't anything else. Oh wait. Did I not pay enough attention to the I gotta play that again. Apparently the some of the best part was the people and who they were playing. I thought they just listed like and Joe Biden, like people they were featuring. Now I gotta go back to this? Okay, let's check it out one more time. I really gotta pay attention to the screen, apparently. I'm apparently missing something.
They want to ban straws. Has anybody ever tried those paper straws? They're not working.
Donald Trump. Okay.
Right? Has anybody ever
Joe
tried?
Biden.
Seriously, the new sort's made out of paper, right? It
Mike
disintegrates
Pence.
as you're drinking.
All
If
right,
you have
so
a
what's
nice
the-
tie like this tie, this would have no
Kamala
chance.
Harris.
By the time you get finished, the straw is
Chris
totally
Wallace.
disintegrated. Does anybody walk
Oh,
around with a
and
plastic
oh
straw
my
because
God,
it's
I
not
missed
there?
that.
Yeah, you whip-
Elizabeth Warren is Pocahontas. Holy shit. Okay, I'm sorry. It got even better now. It was funny before, but and Elizabeth Warren as Pocahontas has to be the best line ever. That's gotta be that's amazing. Chowder with Crowder. I don't know what we're talking about. Forky Main. Sorry. I don't know. Alrighty, let's go back now. That's fucking hilarious. Elizabeth Warren as Pocahontas. Oh, fuck. Oh, man, that is, again, the best video. It's just awesome. It wins the internet. All right, let's go over to this story, which, again, is kind of ridiculous in and of itself. Taylor Swift and her fans caused a small earthquake during her Seattle concerts of the Erase Tour. The dancing and jumping at the July 22nd and 23rd tour stops caused seismic activity similar to a 2.3 magnitude earthquake, according to Jackie Chaplin Albrock, a seismologist and geology professor at the Western Washington University. The movement at Lumen Field on both nights.
There's never been a better time to get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. It's your journey.
Why is this?
Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway sales event.
How do I mute this
Now's the
fucking ad? This is a side ad over here. No, don't replay. I don't want that ad. Fuck off. Fox News is pissing. Alrighty, so the movement at Lumen Field on both nights was likely caused by a combination of the sound from the concert combined with the dancing and jumping by her fans, the seismologist told the New York Times. Swift's concert broke the record for seismic movement at Lumen Field. In 2011, fans at a Seahawks game caused an activity equivalent to 2.0 earthquake during a touchdown celebration. The event became known as the Beastquake. Yeah, but how about the one that, like, we're not going to mention that fucking what's his nut did that one in Baton Rouge, and Taylor Swift in Seattle. Yeah, Taylor Swift is dressed like interesting. This is weird. Is it weird for me to see this and be like, hey, this looks gross? Like, this doesn't look slutty. This doesn't look whorish. It just looks gross. Can you put clothes on that? It just, no offense, Toots. You're not much. There's just not a lot there. Like, I'm sorry. You're a stick. You're a stick. I'm sorry. Taylor Swift is not physically attractive, like, by any metric. I'm not saying she's unattractive. She has a beautiful face. I'm not saying you can't enjoy her personality or have a good time dicking her down. I'm saying overall, just I'm looking at that and I'm like, ugh. So you're reminding me of like a recently skinned fish. It's just not. It's not good, Toots. It's not good. Meanwhile, Harry Styles causes floods. Harry Styles is gay. Yeah, I said it. Harry Styles is banging Olivia Wilde, and he had no right. He has no right to do that. He has no right. I don't know how he tricked that woman, but he has no right to do that. He hasn't earned that. All right. So, yes, Taylor Swift is remarkably unimpressive to me as a performer, but, like, she caused an earthquake. What is it that her music is doing to these women? Because it's all women. The only guys there are just hoping to score. Like, if you're a guy at a Taylor Swift concert and you can't look me straight in the eye and say, yeah, I'm just trying to finger pop broads, like, I'd respect it. It's gross, but I'd respect the idea. But if you're telling me, I'm going to a Taylor Swift concert, why? I'm a dude. I'm going to a Taylor Swift concert. Why? I just like your music. You've got a problem. Alrighty. So, the Erase Tour. Swift her clit and quit. Okay. Again, I'm just saying that one wasn't attractive. That one wasn't attractive. She just, I'm sorry, lady. You're not attractive. How do I get off of this? All right, so I've got to find a different version of this story. Because you won't let me do this without an ad blocker. And I hate your ads. You know, you can still charge for having ads if I use the blocker, right? Like, I mean, just tell them you're using it. Like, who cares? It's all a bunch of bullshit. Nobody clicks on ads because they're on a web page. All right. Nope, that's not it. I gotta find. Okay. Let's go this way. I gotta look for this story. I want to do this. Why is nobody fucking have this thing? All right, so I can't fucking find this story any other way. Oh, here we go. Futurism. Do you have it? All right, there we go. We'll do it this one. Oh, we'll do it with this one. So a lady, an Asian woman, asked an AI to improve her headshot for LinkedIn, and it turned her white. Oh. While messing with an AI image generator, an Asian American MIT graduate found that the bot's way of professionalizing her headshot was to make her white. Of course, she posted it to Twitter. Rona Wang. Her name is Rona Wang. I actually remember the ads that annoy me and intentionally don't buy their stuff. Toastmaster, I've gotten to the point where I'm going to start making fun of ads on the video things that play through. But yeah, probably a fecket. Popsicle stick toots. Anyways, the outfit is weird. Yeah, it is. I am freaking losing my... You just can't dance with the doctor and get away clean. I swear to Christ, that guy will get you every time. Alrighty, let's... Oh, so there's a before and after. All right, so here we go. We've got for you Mark Margolis died. Yeah, the actor in Breaking Bad and what was the other one? Better Call Saul. Yeah, Mark Margolis. He passed away. That's a shame. Again, MIT grad proving once again that affirmative action wasn't keeping them out of college. I mean, was it? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. Hey, Toots, how you doing? Anyway, so here we go. This is the before. Do you want to see how the AI made her more acceptable on LinkedIn? There we go, everybody. The prompt was to give the girl from the original photo a professional LinkedIn profile photo. Did you tighten up the tits, by the way? Did you plump up the tits? You did! You plumped up the tits! Oh my god! Holy shit! Let's play Spot the Difference. Okay, so here we go. Original picture. Again, nothing to write home about necessarily, but not bad. Not bad. And then AI. AI gets a hold of it, and hello, we've rounded out the face. Now the eyes are blue. We're kind of keeping some of the Asian shape, but we're kind of ditching the tone. We're going to accentuate those. Yeah, those eyebrows are going to get a major once over. We're going to go ahead and change up the hair, make that look a little bit more blonde at the, like, sun bleached, you know, like she gets out all the time. Oh, and by the way, we did blow up the tits because, again, if we're going to apply for a job, we better have some boobies. She looks like a Disney character now. Really? Sorry, I've been trying to get to the PayPal from work for 10 effing minutes. I'm not going to be able to send you money right now. That's okay, Sandy. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. But now that you said that, I'm going to just click see what the PayPal link thing does. Yep, nope, the link works on this end. So I'm pretty sure the PayPal link is good. And let's try the Streamlabs link. Yeah, the Streamlabs link works, so we're good on all of that. So there we go. Yeah, sorry you're having that trouble. Sorry you're having that trouble. The U.S. still have slaves. They are all Asian. Max Caddy laugh. No, the U.S. doesn't have slaves. The U.S. does not have slaves. I believe what you're saying, if I could be so, I think what you're saying is...
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. But I'm telling you right now, if that's true, that is abhorrent. You should not be laughing at that, sir. That is despicable. Oh, so again, her LinkedIn profile picture, it was totally fine, just so long as it wasn't her. This was too Asian for everyone. This was too much. Yeah, no. If we're hiring this lady, then she better be to that. I just loved it from this to that. It did so much. The AI improved you could have left the tits alone. What? So she's an itty bitty Betty. It happens from time to time, man. It's just, that's gotta be, and tell me if I'm wrong, ladies, but wouldn't that be the most offensive part? Like, it changed your ethnicity, and that's a little hurtful. But it also was like, yeah, but your tits aren't good enough. So how about we just throw those into the mix? Oh, Jesus. I might not be able, that light's gonna, yeah, the light's gonna screw with. We'll see if it does. They work for Target. No. Target sells the products that they make because everything Target sells is from Chinese slaves, is what he's saying. It's a Chinese guy talking about. I don't know. It's a good drop. It's a fun bit. It was a great video. I did watch it a little bit more today. I had to enjoy the hilarious thing about it. All right, an interview with the Insider. 24-year-old Rana Wang said she prompted the Playground AI image editor to make her headshot seem more professional. Instead, it lightened her skin and, well, basically changed her race. Right? It gave her better tits. Unsurprisingly, the post went viral, garnering quick response from Playground AI's CEO, Shula Doshi. And soon after an interview with the Boston Globe about the debacle, Futurism and Insider both reached out to Playground. Common response through CEO did respond to the Globe's interview questions with a few rhetorical ones of his own. If I roll a dice just once and get the number 1, does that mean I will always get the number 1? Doshi quipped. Should I conclude based on a single observation that the dice is biased so the number 1 and was trained to be predisposed to rolling a 1? No. What we're saying is the AI was inadvertently biased and pointed out a truth of society that apparently if you look like a white lady, you'll get hired better. Forky Main, you're a hero. I don't know about that at all. Shouldn't have read Welsh Salty's comment while drinking water. Most flat-chested women have better behinds. We didn't get a look at her ass, okay? Her ass isn't in the photo. We can be sure that if her ass was in the photo, the AI would have given it a whiter ass. Though Wang had been using AI image generators for some time, her commentary about it was even republished on MIT's admissions blog. This time seemed much more personal. I was like, wow, does this thing think I should become more white to become more professional? Well, I mean, look, it can't make the distinction, but there's no good way to answer this question, is there? Yeah, there isn't. We're going to bail out. We can't answer this one without, screwing ourselves in the pooper. And I don't want to do that. We have 15 minutes left in the... What if it made her black? Would she get reparations? Well, I mean, she'd definitely try, I'm sure. All ass matters, says Folky Main. Some ass matters. Fuck these skin jobs. They're trying to make a human Cylon hybrid. Resist the big titties and the bedroom eyes. Resist, I tell you, says Hobo Chili Recipe. Thank you for the $2. We'll, you know what? We'll put it in there. We'll count the whole thing just because I don't fucking care right now. So 38, because I don't know the difference. I'll eat it for now, just for today, because like I said, I'll look into that today. So we're at 38 now for the Friday goal. We're going to count. It all counts. It all goes in the pot. Do you have AIDS, says Hobo Chili Recipe. No, I don't. Men should have love legs more, in my opinion. Well, Salty, a good pair of legs are right. Women can buy bibs. Behind jobs are dangerous. Not just now, like right over. In fact, I think I have a sound drop for that. But Hobo Chili Recipe, yeah, I don't have AIDS. I have multiple sclerosis. I'll do a whole bit about it next weekend if you can be there. Check it out. It'll be fun. Where are we at? Oh, yes, Hunter Biden, this story. Let's read through this quick. Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted the former cop jailed for the same crime as Hunter. All right, so I might have this story twice, but we're behind in time anyway, so we can do it here. We'll do this video, and then we'll carry on with the show. And boop.
First here, a tale of two systems of justice, one for the Biden family and one for everyone else, now sending shockwaves from the nation's capital.
Yeah, we'll get to this in a second. I want to address something. Fat Conan, is there a single sclerosis? No, and I've certainly never heard that joke only once.
Capital across the U.S. Welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perino, and you are?
I'm Jillian Turner.
And it's great to have you here.
That hour went by so quickly.
Yes.
It felt like it.
And you are? I'm your eventual replacement. Although, I don't know, Jillian if she's a natural redhead, we can't trust her. By the way, ladies, cleavage much? Because, let's see, you're wearing a business jacket, and I can't, nope, I'm just...
It was maybe 10 minutes.
We have so much news to cram in.
So, anyway, thank you for having
Bill
me.
Hemmer is off today, but Jillian graciously...
Yeah, we have so much news to cram in. That doesn't at all sound like an entendre.
Came up to DC, from D.C.
It is.
Thank you.
It is a total joy. So take a look at this. The transcript of Devin Archer's closed-door interview with lawmakers was released on the same day that former President Trump faced his third indictment. That
this
timing
isn't the story.
Now putting claims of double standard into pretty stark relief. Case in point, Baltimore's former police commissioner.
Okay, here we go.
Committed crimes similar to Hunter Biden, but rather than a plea deal, ended up getting sentenced and serving 10 months in prison. Listen.
I went through that storm of my life. This is the way the criminal justice system is supposed to be. I wanted to own up and take accountability for what I did. If this is the way the justice system is supposed to be designed, then it should...
If you mean supposed to be designed by black people always pay, absolutely. It's a black guy, too, so we can't put a fucking better face on this. The rich white kid gets away with it. The black guy from the inner city, he goes to jail. And somehow, the woke people are the ones defending the white guy. What is it? Is it fucking... Is it opposite world? What the... The Democrats should be up Biden's ass with a sandpaper dildo.
Everyone should be held accountable across the board. I'm sure that millions and millions of Americans across the world, they want fairness in the justice system.
Lucas Tomlinson joins us from Capitol Hill with more details on the developing story. Hey, Lucas.
Well, Jillian, critics say it's not just the jail time involved in that case, but the amount of money involved in taxes owed to the U.S. government. That ex-Baltimore police chief.
Oh, personally, taxes owed to the government can go fuck themselves. The government's been fucking us over on taxes for quite a while. As far as I'm concerned, the Minnesota government, quite frankly, needs to start paying some people back, or we need to start holding some people accountable. That's just my opinion. Anyways, moving on. The taxes. Now we're going to that's when the government will give, we didn't get our cut. The military-industrial complex didn't get to double dip on this inside deal.
Owed $67,000 in taxes, and Hunter Biden allegedly owed millions. And, of course, you also have the gun charge. Let's take one more soundbite from that ex-Baltimore police chief from your show yesterday.
Everyone should be held accountable across the board, particularly if even the value, the money value, and some of the things that you described with the gun and, with narcotics, they should be held at the same standard as me.
And here's Senator Josh Hawley on what Devin Archer.
It doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
His response. By the way, he should be held accountable to the same principles as me. I'd like to play now my viewpoint of everybody in the Biden family. Yeah, they didn't really care. Alrighty, I don't care who this person is. Are your streams family friendly? No, they're not listed as family friendly. Do you have ADHD like my son? I have. I actually might have AD. I think I have ADD. I don't know about ADHD. But if your son's autistic, he shouldn't watch this show. And quite frankly, a lot of research says that autism comes from the male side of the family. So I guess we know where that started.
Revealed to Congress.
Now we know he not only discussed it, he himself had the contacts with the Burisma executives. Joe Biden himself was there physically in the room with these executives. At the time, as you pointed out, they're paying his son to get this prosecutor off their back, which, of course, we know Joe Biden later did for them.
Now, back to that July jobs report you mentioned earlier, 187,000 new jobs, which was below estimates, Jillian, a sign of slower economic growth, not the headline the White House wanted after rolling out Bidenomics. 2,000 manufacturing jobs.
Yeah, the jobs. I feel like you guys put a whole lot of shit into this story that doesn't belong there. The simple fact is that the Biden family and their son have completely skated on consequences, while meanwhile a black police chief. Was he a police chief? I thought he was a police officer. Who was it? Former cop. Yeah, all right. So a former police officer was thrown in jail for this. Alrighty. So our next story is about a raccoon that got a road crew that went viral for perhaps the wrong reason. They kind of painted over a dead raccoon. And then someone else just threw in $10 on PayPal. Thank you. So now we're down to $28 for the goal. Thank you very much. Here we are again. A raccoon with stripe paint over. It's kind of fucked up. And let's go to the news story about the company that apparently pulled this off. Oh, Jesus. What the hell is this? Heavy metal roadway stripping truck? Okay, so this has nothing to do with the raccoon. This has zero to do with the raccoon. Why was this linked into the raccoon story? It has zero to do with it. All right, let's pull up our second hour stories and see if I have a video or something. All right, so we've got a woman in Maine. Let's drop the audio for a minute. A woman in Maine, and fighting off an intruder. Who will protect the galaxy now? Well, clearly not Rocket Raccoon. He's not gonna make it. Then we got a new thing about an influencer that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk a little bit about Dianne Feinstein, who has decided she can't handle her own finances, among other things. And
This is Will Ferrell.
oh, Jesus Christ! I don't. All right. All right. I'm gonna play this video. I have to handle something quick. So I'm gonna play this video.
Do you have any more of those reviews for Rush Order Tees?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
tons
don't
of
give
them.
a shit. This is a video
His
from
five-star
a
review, Chris.
This is a video of a Florida deputy leaping onto a boat, a runaway boat. He saw the this is a body cam video captured by a Florida deputy leaping onto a runaway boat traveling more than 40 miles per hour in order to stop it after its driver fell off. I don't know how the boat's driver fell off, but what we need to talk about is Project Bluebeam. I have no idea what that is. And I'm moving on. All right, let's go ahead here and boop.
You got it? I don't care about getting wet. You got it.
Holy balls. All right, we got to slide back a minute here. I got to catch that back a minute. Oh, by the way, if we have a sword in the Twitch, go for it. Otherwise, I'll just do it in a minute. How did he save the city from massive destruction? It's a very small boat. I mean, he's got some balls. Why are we blacking out his hand?
You got it? I don't care about getting wet. You got it.
JXJZZJJXXJJ. That's the one. Thank you. Holy shit. So what, now this is just the dude literally taking a victory lap? Are you going to go pick up the guy that fell out of the boat? Why are we still... Why do we have so much body cam footage? He just chilling on the boat? Where is the dude who fell off?
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Johnny, my Johnny.
Thank you. That's 24
Cheer
months.
100.
Subscribe to this lovely program. Thank you very much.
Cheer 100.
Let's go ahead and get you your cowbell lab glass. Here we go. Cowbell for lab glass. Hey-o. Alrighty. So there we go. There we go. We got that dealt with. And the 100 bits from Welsh Salty. God, this thing on this phone is tricky. I hate it. I hate having to learn how to do new stuff when I get new things. Grr. All right, so go with your video. All right, so we're chilling on the boat now. You've done the world a service. What are we gonna get the? If we're not picking up, oh, we are. We gotta be picking up the dude.
Is he on board?
I was gonna swim over and get it myself, but you got there before me. Har har.
Hey, watch the slides off the back. Every time we got up into it.
Oops, I think I just.
We got splashed. Is anything caught up in there?
I think I just did. I didn't even know there was a line back there.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh yeah, I just wrapped them up good.
Oh, that's what we need, like 45 minutes.
So we don't have the guy who fell off the boat? You guys just tied up a bunch of boats. Okay. 7 rescued after a catamaran capsizes. That's not the same thing. All right, so yep, nope. No idea. Here's your boat, dumbass. Well, that's the thing. We didn't even get to see the dumbass. I didn't get to... you made a third page... You made the third page of live category in here, Johnny. Hey, the third page. Let me guess, there's a total of 3. And get that man a beer. I mean, a beer or a handy. Finders keepers. Maritime law technically dictates if the boat's abandoned. I mean, isn't it his now? How long does that have to be if you find a boat adrift at sea? Like, if it's under power, does that count? Like, I mean, it was under its own power. Thank you very much, the Tommy Gun Show, for that F off thing. And now tase him. That would be all right. I got your boat. What's that for? For making me jump for it, asshole. That's what that's for. Alrighty. So, this next story: U.S. woman, 87, fights off a teenage home intruder and then gives him snacks. So he breaks into your home, and you fight him off, and then you go, you know what? Marjorie Perkins of Maine realized that the 17-year-old was awfully hungry, and after defending herself, called 911 while he was eating. I'm going to love this lady more and more, I think. The household matriarch who insists on feeding visitors, especially young ones, stands among the most enduring U.S. stereotypes. But an 87-year-old woman from Brunswick, Maine, recently took that stereotype to an extreme by reportedly fighting off a teenager who broke into her home, then giving him snacks when he decided he was hungry as she sent him on his way. Marjorie Perkins is at the center of one of the latest strange tales to come out of the U.S. criminal justice system. She was sleeping in her home at about 2 a.m. on the 26th of July when she woke up and saw a 17-year-old boy who used to mow her grass standing over her and heard him say, "I'm going to cut you," according to the Brunswick Times record. "I thought to myself, if he's going to cut me, I'm going to kick," Perkins said to the site. The former elementary school teacher stood up and began putting on her shoes, but then started being hit by the teen intruder. Perkins somewhat slowed the attack by grabbing a chair and using it as a shield, and she began screaming for help, yet no one else was in or around the home to hear. The teen then pushed her and repeatedly punched her, landing at least one blow on her forehead, which left a bruise. Meanwhile, Perkins kicked him, and with the chair blocking him from getting closer, she told the Times Record, the boy eventually grew tired and left her alone and went to the kitchen. Perkins recalled that's when she realized he wasn't wearing pants or shoes. He had piled them up next to a knife that belonged to him, and Perkins' window air conditioning unit, which he had removed to create the gap through which he could break in. We need to get out, Perkins, who had locked her front door, told the boy. You need to get out. You need help. According to what Perkins told the Times, he replied he was awfully hungry and he hadn't had anything to eat for a while. Perkins responded by handing him a box of peanut butter and honey crackers. She also gave him 2 tangerines and a pair of Ensure protein shake containers. The teen accepted Perkins' offerings and even began eating some of them. While the boy was distracted, she grabbed her phone, a rotary phone, and dialed 911 as fast as she could. The boy left before police arrived, but officers tracked him down a few blocks away with the help of a police dog, who was after the cookies, arrested him and booked him into a youth detention center on counts of burglary, criminal threatening, and assault. He also faces a count of consuming liquor as a minor because he had a water bottle full of alcohol on him when he was arrested. Perkins told the Times that she hopes the boy is afforded all the help he needs putting his life back on track. She said he would do a darn good job when he would mow her lawn for extra spending money about 10 years earlier. Well, I feel like the times they are a-changing. He had no pants on. No pants. You know, because before you get to cutting a bitch, you want to make sure you're not wearing any pants. She should have sat him down, cooked him a meal like Mom in Goodfellas. Ensure. Well, what else do you think of course she's going to have Ensure. Aaron did this first. Oh, fuck him. He did it first. Had flashbacks of her father that he fed the lad to also. Oh. She fed the dad? Oh, no. She would have said, "Not cooking. What the fuck? America, rise up against crime." The pants part makes me laugh, says West Salty. Well, the pants part worries me, like, because if that dude did he have plans without the pants? Because, dude, I'm sorry, 87 years old. No. Don't do things whether she's alive or not to her. No, you can't do this. Make sure their air conditioning units are properly secured so they don't provide an opportunity to burglars. Again, I don't know if he was planning to. He didn't. Most people don't take off their pants when they're gonna burgle. Okay, I'm not gonna assume what this man was up to, but I am gonna say burgling with your pants off is. Yeah, Salty says, there is a sexual element to this crime. I feel like there was a plan. Boy was drunk. Yeah, so I'm sure he would have been, playing pool with a rope, but I'm not saying he wasn't trying to sink some balls. He just really wanted to, share some facts with her. He just really wanted to let her know.
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?
This kid needs help. Good God, how can you say that, man? That is not cool. The Night Stalker and Boston Strangler love the older ones. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Just why? Why? Why are you taking your pants off in front of Grandma? Okay? No, don't do it. Well, 10 years ago when she was 77, I thought about stooping that old lady. And I'll be damned if she passes on to the next world before I get to. She can't die until I fuck her, goddammit. Like, why? Why is that your attitude? No. Grandma Dom. No, dude, Grandma Dom was not what. This was not a Dom thing. She took a beating. She took a beating and gave in to give him snacks to tide him over. Because if he didn't put that in his mouth, who knows what he'd be eating. Speaking of snacks, like I said, we have two stories. We have two stories of snacks gone bad. This next one, and I think it's out of California. A real estate agent was fined $20,000 for chugging a container of milk in the seller's house. Several clients also dropped him as an agent following the incident. I mean, is it that big a deal? The milk? If he chugged the whole thing, then who cares? Is the milk that truly big a deal? Whip me, beat me, give me cookies. That's a very... Maybe he thought she was a MILF. No. The Tommy Gun Show, not a MILF. That's a GILF. A GILF. It begins with a G. G-I-L-F. GILF. You're going in there for the long haul. It's milk is very expensive, says Atomic Ray. Yeah, but $20,000 dropping the guy as a client? I mean, so he chugged a gallon of milk. One, just yay for putting it away. Oh, but wait a minute. If he drank it and put it back, then yeah, there's no saving you. ABC real estate agent. Oh no, it's A. Dude, come on. You can't write ABC real estate agent. You can't write that. That's guessing that's British Columbia. I have no idea. A BC real estate agent was fined $20,000 for drinking milk from its container during a showing of a seller's home. According to North Shore News, Mike Rose arrived at a house in 2022 to show potential buyers. He eventually became thirsty and searched for something to drink in the fridge. He couldn't find water but settled on drinking milk straight from the container. The sellers found out about Rose's thirst-quenching venture when they looked over video footage from a security camera hidden inside the house. Rose had apparently not asked the sellers if he could drink the milk, nor did he offer to replace it after. On the final day of the house showings, the sellers asked Rose if he had anything he wanted to share with them. Rose replied, "The milk?" ? According to the consent order, the sellers then barred Rose from ever returning to their property and subsequently released the footage of him drinking the milk online. Other clients also dropped Rose as their agent. Rose claimed the behavior was out of the ordinary and was due to him taking a new medication that made him thirsty. He also claimed to have been under stress. Under stress. You can't get a glass and drink it from the sink if it's that important. Look, would I drink water straight from the sink? No. But if I've got no other option and I'm in a seller's, I feel like the sellers can forgive you dirtying a glass to parch your throat with a wee bit of water, but what? Rose said the behavior, yeah. The consent order revealed Rose had agreed to pay the $20,000 fine on top of a $2,500 enforcement expense. For what? Why did he pay $2,500 on top of the 20 grand for the milk? Couldn't bring something to drink with you? Yeah, again, the Tommy Gun Show, bring it down a notch, man. You couldn't just drink you couldn't get a cup out of a cupboard and drink some water. Again, I understand unfiltered, city water is usually generally, ugh. But you couldn't, I mean, I'm sure your wallet would appreciate it now. Just drink some water, man. Talking about the story is making me thirsty, is the thing. That's what it is. Talking about the story is making me thirsty, and I got to stop doing it. California. I think, it said BC. I'm assuming BC means British Columbia. People have no brains nowadays. Not only no brains, how much do you not trust anybody that you are videotaping inside your home? But again, are they really the asshole they caught a dude drinking their milk, and why am I yawning? Why? There's no need for that. I'm going to have to make coffee tonight so that way I can make sure to stay up for me on the BYB podcast tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Pacific on BYB_POD on YouTube. Oh, no. It was a milk bag. Whoa, no, not a milk bag. Oh, don't you puke if you drink that much milk. He didn't drink it. He didn't drink all of it. He just had some from the carton. He drank it from the carton and put some back. I mean, I feel like even if you had just used the glass, I feel like if you had just used the glass, it would have been a little like, hey, you drank some milk. Whoa, you know? But from the carton is the gross part. The carton is the gross part. Sure, it was milk and not stored semen. Well, that would explain the price if it was stored jizz. But I feel like you don't take a couple gulps of stored jizz and think, oh, that was milk. That was just milk. Extremely salty, incredibly viscousy, like a bowl of snot milk. Oh, it had to have. It couldn't have been semen. Couldn't. And it was salty, John. It was breast milk. Hey, man, that would at least be understand. If it was breast milk, though, that would be extra gross. That would be extra gross. No offense. I'm never been like, hey, I want to try breast milk. Never wanted to. Never did. It was something that Ivy had a bunch of, and I was like, hey, good for you. You enjoy. You have it all. Who's in charge? Drinking some milk? Succulent Chinese milk? At least he didn't try and get it from somebody's memories. Hey, man, the guy was selling a house, not people. I mean, that would be a little fucked up if that was the story. And while in a seller's home, he proceeded to hold down one of the owners of the home and then forcibly pull milk from her tit to then use in his coffee. I mean, what? Again, wow. Breast milk is sweet tasting, says Mikey Two Milks. Well, I would trust a man named Mikey Two Milks to know the answer to that. Thank you for that answer. That's just good goddamn information. Anyways, let's get to our second story, which is about influencers. I'm not a fan of influencers, but there is a virtual influencer named Mila Sophia. She's been garnering the attention of men on social media, posing in tiny bikinis, gorgeous gowns, and even golf attire. And she's been getting... where's We need some Mia. So let's show some pictures of this lady. Mila Sophia. Mila. I don't know. Mila. Oh, yep. If you just go over, it's the first one. She's beat out Mila Jovovich. Oh no. Oh no. Beat out Mila Jovovich. Let's go images. All right, so here we go. Here it is. This lady is taking the internet by storm. And you're going to be asking me how. I can't understand why anyone would want to watch or look at this lady. I can't believe anyone would find this lady. Let's open image in new tab. Let's just go for a couple. Open image in new tab. We'll go this one. Open image in new tab. Open image in new tab. There we go. So boop. So here she is. Here's our lady. Again, taking the internet by storm. Ew, gross, says Ignatz. Right? Right? I am so ashamed of the whole like, you know, body positivity market for pushing this horrible thing upon us. Again, another picture. This actually looks like a LinkedIn profile. Toastmaster saying she's my type. I mean, really? That's gross, dude. You're into this? You're into that? You think that's attractive? You think that is, again, you think this lady is somebody you would have a good time with? You think that lady is acceptable? That is gross. That is gross. Back to the story, though. The reason why she has gotten a lot of attention from the news as opposed to just men lately is because she's not real. The Finland-based influencer openly discloses on her platform that she is an artificial intelligence bot. And on her website, Sophia is described as a 24-year-old virtual influencer and fashion model. However, that has not curbed interest, with some social media users indicating they wish to meet her in person. She's not real. Oh, some social media influencers wish to meet her in person. You can't meet her in person. She's not a real person. A lot of people just don't read the description and they just see a beautiful woman and they just comment away. And that's social media for you. Alessandra Conti, a celebrity matchmaker, told Fox News Digital. Wait a minute, what? Is this on that? Or is this is a different thing. I don't want to do whatever that is. Alrighty, I've been a professional matchmaker for 10 plus years, and this year specifically, I have seen such a massive spike in clients, both male and female clients, coming in saying that they've been catfished so many times because these AI bots. They're so difficult to discern if it's artificial intelligence or if it's human. They look so authentic, she explains. Catfishing, yeah, we know what that refers to. There are a few telltale signs you can look out for. Conti said about profiles that are not clearly labeled, like Mila's profile. She notes that monetary discussions are one sign. Yeah, don't talk to somebody who immediately wants money. Oh, God, a real-life influencer has started charging people to interact with an AI version of herself. That's the worst part about all this. What the heck is... What's that sound? I have no idea what that was. I think it has something to do with this, so we're just going to close that window. So, yes, you, too, can date a woman, and she's not real. She's Skynet. Not real. Did she used to be a guy? No. She's literally an AI bot. That was porn music. No, it wasn't. My phone is closed. Yes, I said closed. I'm one of those really weird people who has a flip phone. I saved up a lot of money to get my fancy phone. Trucker 18-wheeler, she's young enough for me. Dude, she's only a couple of months old. And again, not real. The whole not a real person part. Insert obligatory Doctor Who reference. Oh. I suppose, though, in this day and age, you could get them to make, like, a real doll of the fake lady. And you could put, like, AI in the doll. It would be pretty awesome, actually. You put the AI in the doll, so then they put the whole... So, I mean, they could technically make her. She'd be completely fake. Can we take her to dinner? Would be a cheap date. I mean, yeah, you'd have to FaceTime the whole time. Just, I'll have the steak and lobster, the surf and turf, and she'll have a USB port. You know, to keep the tablet running. Oh, fuck. So, yes, she's super hot, she's super popular, and she's super not real. Which is a shame, unfortunately. It's a shame. Because, yeah, I totally would. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Everybody would. Apparently, that is the AI perfect lady that's super duper popular. It is a tall, blonde, white lady. Skinny, blonde. I'm just saying, that looks nothing like Lizzo. So maybe you guys can stop pushing that one. Ooh, people can be beautiful at any size. I mean, yeah, if you ignore certain things. Waiting for her OnlyFans. I mean, they can't, like, honestly, that's the worst part. These fake AI people, they can do that now, though. They could make an AI fake porn where she, you know, takes on a couple of, I don't know, pool cleaners or Jamaican immigrants, whatever video they're making, you know? She's on vacation and she's just going to have a good time with a couple island boys. I have no idea what's going on. The point is, yes, there will be porn, I'm sure. I'm sure there'll be porn. If there's money to be made, and there usually is, because dudes will pay to bust a nut. That's the way they are. Because they're dumb. All right, that's there. We got that done. Halfway through. Ooh, we're kind of flying through the content right now. Well, shitballs. I don't get the whole fake girl thing, that replica thing. Who wants fake nudes and fake conversations with fake cartoon girlfriend? Again, Matthew Quall, apparently some people do. There's plenty of AI porn. That was probably the first thing they made. I mean, I don't think that was the first thing they made. I think they made a huge following on social media, and I think at any point now, there's going to be and here's my OnlyFans link. And they'll make some AI porn, and they'll put it up on OnlyFans, and you can only get it on OnlyFans. Oh, man. I wonder if you, I'm curious now, if you claim, if you outwardly, say that something is AI, so it's not that person, it's just AI. Can you technically make, AI porn of anybody? What are the rules on that? Because I'm wondering, how long until we start seeing just really, really weird shit, hey, man, have you ever wanted to see this dude bang? Hey, have you ever wanted to see what happens if Heath Ledger was really gay with... no, I didn't want to, but it's AI. It's not real. I still don't want to see it, but I can get why some people, I guess, might. I don't... You ever wondered what happened if all the chicks on Baywatch just started lesing out? You want to see it? All right, yes, I do. Yes, I want to see that one. All right, Pamela Anderson and Carmen Electra. All right, let's go fucking see what happens. Can you imagine if the porn was with questionable age girls? I actively try not to imagine that sort of thing. I'm kind of grossed out by that, so I try to avoid it. I don't even like the whole, like, when she's clearly of age, but even in the description, she's like, oh, my, like the step, no, you won't, no. And then, now we're in a weird place because we're talking about porn. I'm more of a wow porn dude. That's just weird. This is just AI, officer, I swear. You said you wanted to blank her blank. Yeah, but she said she was a bot. I didn't think she was real. Oh, just look at the 1970s porn. The untrimmed bush in all its glory. Dude, 1970s porn had literally only one story. It didn't matter how it got to it, but every 1970s porn was just literally an adventure of finding out if there was a pussy in there somewhere. Because, I mean, yeah, the dude's dick is standing out. You can see that part. But then you've got to figure out where the heck in that thicket the hole is. You know what I mean? And you're very willing to try. But what if you bet wrong and you go too far back? Just now you got a whole huge problem. Just way too much fur. That's all I'm saying. And why there? Dear God, why there? Like, we're bald everywhere, but here's a fucking diaper. Why the hell do we put... We're not going to bother giving you hair in places it could be useful, like in your core where it can help you keep your body temperature. You know what we're going to put? We're going to put it over your bush. Why? So that way if you ever have to piss, it's going to be a really huge problem for you, ladies. I mean, you already have absolutely zero apparatus to handle that naturally. You just got to kind of squat and hope for the best. But now we're going to also keep, you know, a nice mane down there. Just... Alrighty. 1970s porn equals Brazilian rainforest. It's a jungle down there. Welcome to the jungle. She just opened her legs. You don't know what you're aiming for, but you hope you get there soon. Oh, Jesus. How did we get here? I blame the doctor. No good comes from that man. We have, again, another, 2 hours? 2 hours in the show if we nail that overtime goal. And we have a little bit over an hour and 45 if we don't. All right, here we go. And the overtime goal is currently at, what is it? $38. $38. There we go. Where is it? Get rid of the raccoon thing. We did all the hour one stories. I think I got hour two loaded up. We're through most of it. So let's get to this one. Dianne Feinstein. A lady who is still alive, surprisingly. Next to Betty White, I think Dianne Feinstein might be one of the Grim Reaper's longest running opponents. And so 90-year-old Dianne Feinstein has recently decided that she's not competent enough to have so much authority. So she has decided that in her age and in her feebleness, she is going to give her full power of attorney to her daughter. Yes, her daughter, who is 66, has full power of attorney for Senator Dianne Feinstein. She still gets to vote on the Senate, by the way. So that's not a problem. Oh, wait. Nope. Here we go.
Boy, are we in debt.
And I wonder why. Grandma doesn't trust herself with the purse strings or medical decisions, but she's going to make decisions on policies that affect the country's purse strings and everyone else's, in the case of COVID, everyone else's medical decisions. Okay. Feinstein handed over power of attorney to her daughter, 66-year-old Catherine Feinstein, in part to help handle legal battles over her late husband, Richard Bloom's estate. In one dispute, Catherine, Feinstein's only child, is at odds with Bloom's 3 daughters over the ownership of a luxury beach house owned by Feinstein, according to the paper. In a special lawsuit, the two families are feuding over Bloom's life insurance, which Feinstein claims she needs to cover her increasing medical costs, the Times reported. Right. Do we believe this excuse? I don't. I think that's a convenient reason. I'm not saying that you aren't fighting with Bloom's family over keeping a house. You sound like a stingy person that would pull that off. But again, the fact that you are passing power of attorney and we've seen you behave the way you have recently, not very reassuring. And why is it in politics? We have how many people on both sides of the line we've seen now that can't be trusted to, to vote because they kind of have brain farts? Just old people out of politics. I'm sorry. You're too old to decide things for other people. The Mood saying, hello, Mood. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mood, and everyone else. Glad to see everybody here today. Thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We are trucking right along. We've got a clip of Al Sharpton we're going to go to in a minute here. And before we do, just a quick reminder, we are sitting a slight ways out from the overtime goal. It's sitting at $38, and if we hit that, we will do overtime. I'll check the YouTube or the Twitch in a little bit and see where that says what we can crack off of there. Let's go ahead and get to this Al Sharpton clip. Now, I am not a big fan of Al Sharpton, a couple of reasons, but the main reason being just I don't like anyone that pushes the race stuff, especially when they're explaining how racist America is and all that stuff, but they're making a lot of money off of it. It always bothered me, regardless of what particular tone they may occupy. That always bothered me when someone pushed racial crap and also made a shitload of money off of it. I don't like the people who do it on either side of the fence. In any regards, here is Al Sharpton talking about, I believe, the Trump indictment coming up and Trump's actions on January 6th. So something is happening in New York City. Thorne, we'll get to that in just a minute then. Thank you for saying that. Let's cut over to this then. This is only 16 seconds long. It won't be a very long clip. This is on Morning Joe.
Our children's children will read American history. And can you imagine our reading that James Madison or Thomas Jefferson tried to overthrow the government so they could stay in power? That's what we're looking at. We're looking at American history. One day.
Ignoring the blatantly obvious fact that what you're talking about is complete bullshit that never happened, you realize the people you're talking about were the founding fathers, and they actually kind of did overthrow the government so they could be in power. He's a race-baiting POS. Absolutely, Toastmaster. Absolutely. I'd like to take you now to a hot mic recording I have of who some have said is Al Sharpton. Is this Al Sharpton? I'm not saying that. I'm saying some have said this is Al Sharpton.
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, that does kind of sound like Al Sharpton. Would I say that's Al Sharpton? No, I would not say that's Al Sharpton. But I could understand how some people might say that was Al Sharpton. Again, saying this.
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, again, I have no idea what you're talking about, homie. But again, is that Al Sharpton? Could be. Could be. Toastmaster, our country was founded by an insurrection. Yes, our country was founded by an insurrection, a revolution, whatever you want to call it. Again, this is completely ignoring the fact that Donald Trump did not cause January 6th and try to cause an insurrection to stay in power. No. Donald Trump fought being ousted, and whether he was right or wrong, he didn't cause the January 6th thing. I don't know if you know this, Al. The January 6th thing, a lot of that was the feds. The FBI had a lot of instigators in that. It was actually kind of a left-wing thing that they used to make Donald look bad. And case in point, you're still bringing it up and talking about how it's going to make him look just like... How is that help to compare him to the Founding Fathers? Can you explain that to me? Because, again, if you pay attention to what you actually said, it doesn't really... yeah, it doesn't really work. Okay, anyways, I have no idea who Harry Sisson is and what the fuck that's about. This was supposed to be about Al Sharpton. Anyways, so there we go. That's done and finished. Let's check this out. Did somebody just message me? Oh, nope, that's just a notification. Just keeping an eye on that. We are, Jacob Chansley has interviewed on Alex Jones' show earlier today. The dude is a sincere good person who did nothing wrong. I have no idea who Jacob Chansley is. Toastmaster, totally right. And I'll go a step further. Uh-oh. Who said Toastmaster totally right? Oh. Toastmaster's totally right, and I'll go a step further and say the guy was actually smarter and better at his job when he was fatter. The skinnier got, the dumber he got. Oh, you're talking about him calling a... Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You're saying when he was... Okay. Q Shaman, he said the police were escorting him around the Capitol to help disperse the people from the building as shown on the video footage. Oh, okay. Yeah, the dude... the QAnon Shaman is a classic example of, again, somebody... getting really kind of railroaded as fucking bullshit. So, I mean, why is my scar becoming so pronounced lately? It's kind of a shame. Alrighty. Thank you if you're watching on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. We have a hour and 30 left in the show. Yeah, an hour and 30 left in the show unless we hit that overtime goal. Let's clear this out. Thomas Jefferson was technically a liberal in his time. Thomas Jefferson might have been a liberal, but again, I feel all of those people kind of had a hand in ousting authority to secure it for themselves and thusly build a nation where other people could do the same. It's just really sad for someone to say something so stupid and have the platform to do it. It's just... someone who always wants to tell us how racist everything is and how America is so racist. If you go all the way back, it's just racist. Right. And you You just don't know any of the facts about that time. So that's really helpful that you can tell us how things were. They bought their guns for their insurrection. They brought guns for their insurrection. Riots? What?
In fact, they've
Twitch streamer giveaway sparks mayhem in Union Square. What? Thousands of people have overrun Union Square Park, surrounding lanes of traffic, as a popular Twitch streamer held a video giveaway.
asked us to give some space, and a lot of people here, but they're not in the street at this point. So at least at this stage, it looks like police officers got them off the street and have contained them into Union Square. There's probably a second move at some point they're going to make, but I guess they're going to let this thing hopefully fizzle out on its own so it's a little more controllable. Chief Manager, as I mentioned, on the corner of Broadway, if you can get a shot of that, as I mentioned, he got struck with some kind of object. I can imagine probably a water bottle or something, because a ton of that was flying around. But that bus that was out there on 14th moments ago with everyone on top, that's been cleared. All those people that were climbing on top of street poles and light poles, they're now taken off of that. They've been cleared. Several arrests made. And as I mentioned, they're no longer...
So a Twitch streamer is doing a giveaway?
This is all being controlled by police officers, and they're being contained in Union Square itself.
What's he giving
there's still a lot of
away?
people here, as I mentioned, so who knows how this thing ends at this point.
Stefan, I will say, this is like the first time that we're seeing those shots where it looks like police outnumber the other people, the fans who have shown up there, which is a significant difference that we saw about an hour ago.
Yeah. So we're going to switch from you, Stefan, to Josh, who is in another area of Union Square Park there. Josh?
Yeah, we're now 14th and University, guys, and I want to show you. So this area, I think we're kind of on the other side of where Savannah
Again, what's the
and
giveaway
so
part?
Police have clearly created this as a zone, sort of a protected zone. It's the beginning of their
Be in the
ability
zone,
to
the
sort of
police
take charge
zone.
of this situation. In fact, I see a gentleman under arrest over there to the right of that bus, Jared. Do you see him? He's not wearing a shirt. Do you see him? So these buses, and I think that was Bob
Oh,
Boyce
we
I
got
heard earlier,
titties.
these buses are clearly being used.
We got titties!
The last thing they wanted to do was arrest people, because that just inflames the situation. The last thing they would want to do is add to the chaos, but they had to take some control here, and it was almost inevitable at this point that they were going to end up making arrests. We have, we saw a bus full of prisoners that backed out of here a little while ago, and it looks like they're now adding to that bus here. Jared, if you want to pan a little bit to the left, the long line.
Fat Conan saying that's racist. Those are man hangers. No, dude. Them's titties.
Where they're trying to run their policing operations here. They have a drone in the air just over this scene, Jared, coming down right over the bus.
I want to crack at the female
They've been
cop. I think I
flying
can
that
take
drone, which obviously gives them kind of a close-in look at the crowd. They obviously also have their aviation units, helicopters up overhead.
All right,
But you see
everybody.
to the
So
left into
now, if
Union
you have a
Square,
paintball gun, you have a target. By the way, a BB gun can't be a real weapon, but you can take down a drone.
A lot of people did kind of back out of here with that first bus. They had a huge contingent of NYPD with helmets and riot gear protecting that bus full of prisoners as it backed out. But obviously...
Wait a minute. So the giveaway is a bus full of prisoners? What is the giveaway part about?
Out of the clear blue sky as far as they're concerned, something that ginned up here by an influencer you may never get.
Josh, thank you very much.
Look, Josh can't see our vantage point, but it does appear there are fewer people concentrated in Union Square and in that area than what we saw, say, 45 minutes ago.
Who's the influencer and what are they giving away?
And we are seeing for the first time, like you and I have said, a complete flip-flop of police now overwhelming the situation and getting control of the crowd, helping to disperse or arrest them. But the feeling of the rowdiness, the out-of-controlness.
Fat Conan saying free Nike shoes after the looting later, probably. Someone named Kias in that giving away PS5.
Area with traffic still
Okay. This is for PS5s. If these people are gathered like this to win a PS5, then we've got a simple solution, everybody. Just, solve the problem. If you're willing to cause this kind of anarchy over a PS5, I mean, I'd almost even say that about an Xbox, except I'm a fan. But yeah, a PS5, if this is what you'll do for a PS5, we can do without you.
Much at a standstill. And as far as we understand, the subway is still completely bypassing several lines, the 4, 5, 6, several other lines now still bypassing Union Square
14th Street.
And 14th Street as well. But you can see a lot of people walking around, traffic slowly getting by through those crowds. But police now
seem to have a handle on the situation. Sal LaFury, security expert, standing by. Hi, Sal. How you doing?
Hey, guys. How we doing?
You've watched this unfold. Just your thoughts. This wasn't really even a flash mob. It was a gang of folks apparently brought to Union Square by a social media post and the promise of free things.
Yeah, it's all the makeup of everything that can go bad quickly.
It's a whole bunch of young people that showed up for free shit. Woo!
Saying that they were going to be at a location, and all of a sudden the followers or the fans show up. When you add the compound that we're going to give away something for free, it really becomes a problem, and you can see the amount of people that it can generate in a location quickly. I think the key thing here is that fortunately the NYPD has a sufficient enough force that you can come in and take control of it quickly without.
Yeah, thank God they didn't have the same force the DC police have. Never be able to lock that down. Like flies to shit. Yeah, that's... So Union Square... Over a fucking PS5. Why can't BLM riots be more like this? Because, too bad the free vax didn't go like this. Well, the vax wasn't free. The vax was always paid for by you and me as taxpayers, whether we took it or not, because the government paid for that outright. The vax was never free. We always paid for the vax, my friend. We always paid for it. Whether you took it or not, we, as Americans, we paid. Only the young believe in free. Well, it's a big thing with a lot of the younger generations now that apparently, not only do they believe in things being free, but they expect a lot of stuff to just be free. And I am a little worried about that, especially because I spoil the shit out of my daughter. And I think I might be part of the problem. So you never know. Anyways, whoever that was that gave me the link to that we went on that little journey for, thank you very much. That was super exciting. We're getting into the last hour of the show. And let's check the old analytics. That's painful. Every day is painful. Let's check it again just to make sure we're there, and I think so. So yeah, we're sitting at why are we $38 it's not going to be easy to do the overtime in general. Jesus. $38 to get to our overtime show. Let's lower our third hour stories and get that all set up. Dropping the audio for just a second. We're to be talking about the new Chicago mayor who said something incredibly stupid. We've got a what's this? Yeah, we don't want to do that. No, I want you to pause. F off. And then we've got a pilot that did the best FU to being forced to divert. So we're going to cover that. And then we have a Pennsylvania man attacked by a bear while walking to his garage. So we're going to talk about that young man. We've got 2 Nigerian immigrants. Can we not just auto-play our ads? Let me load all my shit. This is a problem. And there we go. Here. Boop. So we'll cover that, and we'll be talking about that. And a cop busts a 16-year-old doing 132 miles per hour. And we're going to cover that as well. Wyoming. An official in Wyoming has resigned in tennis in protest of the trans athletes' participation. So that'll be another story we cover. There we go. All of them are in. The audio's back up. You can do sound drops and stuff. There we go there. And, right. So we've got, again, little over an hour left in the show. About an hour and 15. So 132, a new track record. Except he wasn't on a track. So we'll get into that. That'll be fun. That guy was dumb, if I may say. That guy was dumb. Trucker, 80% of people are retarded in this day and age. I can't disagree with some of that statement, if I'm honest. Fair amount of people, fairly tarded. I am a tarded person. But speaking of tarded people, let's get to the Chicago mayor, who got very upset when a journalist used the term mob to describe a group of young people vandalizing and looting a store. It's not the appropriate term.
Oh, you're not aware of some of these large gatherings?
You're talking about the mob actions?
No, that's not appropriate. We're not talking about mob actions. I didn't say that. Hold on a second, okay? Respectfully, these large gatherings, just hold on a second, y'all. I promise you, we have time to talk.
We have time to talk, but we can't start a conversation unless you're willing to agree that these are just people hanging out, these large gatherings. No. A block party's a large gathering, asshole. These are mobs of people looting stores.
It's important that we speak of these dynamics in an appropriate way.
Oh.
This is not to obfuscate what...
Oh, okay. Okay, let's speak of these. It's a whole bunch of people, and they're stealing shit. Would you like it that way? I'm so sick of like, oh, we gotta take this out, we gotta take that out. It's offensive to these people. It's offensive to those people. Now we can't call them mobs. That makes them sound like uncivilized, completely out of control groups. Oh, you mean like what they are?
What is actually taking place? But we have to be very careful when we use language to describe certain behavior. There's history in this city. I mean, to refer to children as like baby Al Capones is not appropriate.
Chicago, you deserve what you get. You just elected someone more tarded than the lady you had before. Baby Al Capones is not appropriate. No. We're not talking about mob like the mafia, sir. We're talking about mob as what's known as mob, like a group of people. The mob. Like the mob was always referred to generally as a group of people. This whole like baby Al Capone, this is incredibly stupid. That's your argument? Can I double down and call them hood rats? Oh. Again, the idea that we use polite language, but it's too polite, it's too nice, we have to... No, it has to be a large gathering, because if we call it a mob, it might imply... Again, no one thought... That is the stupidest...
So let me finish, please, okay? What I'm saying is that when you ask for very specific examples, there have been other attempts to have large gatherings. and we've intercepted those attempts. Mary Ann, do you have a question?
I just had to follow up. Are those children?
There have been other attempts to have large gatherings, and we've intercepted those attempts. There have been other attempts to loot stores. Great. The reports should chew him up right now on letting it carry on. Right? Why would you intercept them if they're not moms? Hoodlums, scoundrels, scum. Like, nobody except the Italian crime family, except you, Mr. Mayor. No one else thinks that. You are just, why didn't you just say, hey, look, I'm not, oh, and by the way, this is a left-wing mayor. Because remember, the last lady was such a staunch conservative that to fix all of the problems she caused, you better get a left-wing guy. You're never going to figure it out, are you? Lori Lightfoot was so bad, so now you just got another tarded left-wing person. Right. Great. Okay, so I really can't wait to do this story. I've been so excited. I'm taking a moment just to enjoy it, just because we're gonna do this and then it's gonna be gone. So a Lufthansa pilot was apparently very, very frustrated about being diverted to a different airport and proceeded to fly the plane in a 15-mile-long penis pattern after being diverted. I don't think there's anything wrong with a large gathering that isn't what a fair is, or maybe a mall. Chevy JB, looks like you're losing a little. Toastmaster, you're totally right. Step further. All right, so yeah, we've caught up with all this. Thank you for being part of the show today. We've got to get another hour and 15 left in the program, unless we hit that $38 goal, and then we'll go into overtime. Anyways, as I was saying, Lufthansa pilot reportedly flew a plane full of passengers in a flight pattern that resembled a penis on the radar after being asked to divert the flight to a different airport. The pilot of Lufthansa Flight 306, who has not been identified, is believed to have gotten frustrated after his flight from Frankfurt, Germany, was not able to land at the Fontarossa Airport in Canalina on the island of Sicily. The airport has been forced to cut down on the number of flights after a terminal fire in July, and Flight 306 was told to land at the island of Malta to the south. Before doing so, the pilot is said to have flown the plane in a 15-mile pattern shaped like a penis, which was seen on a tracking website. Would you like to see what this man did at the cost of his job for all of us? 15 miles. Now, if you knew this was what he was doing and you were on that flight, would you be okay with it? 15-mile divert to do this. I mean, it's kind of brilliant. I'm sorry. It's kind of brilliant. Please move in to the penis pattern. I mean, nobody can see it unless the chemtrails. Wouldn't that be great if he had chemtrails on it? So you got chemtrails in there, the vapor trails and stuff. It would have just been a giant dick in the sky. Oh, man. So you're coming down, you're coming into land, and they divert you, and you just fly by, flip around, Get the balls in there, drop down. Make sure you get the shaft, tying the knot nicely with the second testicle, and then returning to your plane. Luana plane. We're going to need you, 306. We're going to need you to move over to the Malta. We're going to need you to divert to Malta. Over. Roger that. Diverting to Malta. 306, you're flying out into the ocean. You mind explaining what you're doing, 306? We have no orders for you to be out there, 306. You are 306. Oh, 306. 306, really? Is that what we're doing now, 306? Diverting to Malta. Roger, diverting to Malta. Oh, come on. Yeah, you're diverting to Malta. My dick, you're diverting to Malta. Come on, 306. We see what you're doing. 306, diverting to Malta. Over. That's the way that one went. Oh, man. Wonder how long it takes to fly a 15-mile pattern at that speed. I don't know what speed they were going, but I'm guessing. Actually, I think we have someone that actually, I do think we have an interview. Let's, oops, wrong way. Do we have an interview from, 469. But 469 wasn't Flight 306, so that's not the same thing. So we don't have any idea about it. But yes, Flight Radar 24 was the flight tracking website, and oh my God, is that a beautiful picture. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. This one was worth 15 miles and a whole lot of fuck you to one airport. Just a giant dick. It's so petty. There's literally no point. There's nothing you get out of it. Oh, wow. So that's, do we have a video of this? I thought we had a video. Now, this is a guy recounting the moment the bear attacked. Is this the same bear attack? John Schwartz. Digging through his garbage in his garage. Oh, okay. So is this the same guy? We might have the same guy. Otherwise, we can move on to the other things. But yes, we have, I would love it, says Trucker 18 Wheeler. It is, be cool if he was skywriting. That would be an interesting cloud. That's what I'm saying, man. If he left a dick in the sky. I'd like to apologize. We are being forced to divert to another airport, but I will have you know I am currently flying a pattern to draw a large penis on the radar just to give them the fuck you they deserve. I apologize for any additional time that this may add and any distress. The staff will be glad to serve you some beverages on the airline. If you look out your left window, you can see our testicle starting to form. All right, we are now diverting to Malta after we finish just wrapping up the other side of the shaft. I just, when he finished the tip, he dumped fuel. Wrap it for safety. All right, we're diverting to Malta now. We finished drawing a cock in the air, and I'd just like to remind all of you, be sure to spay and neuter your pets. Ladies and gentlemen, we're being told to divert. I've got to give them a message. This may be my last flight as a pilot. You can't say that, Trucker 18-Wheeler. That would make them think, is he going to crash this plane? Look, this may be my last flight as a pilot. I've got to make a statement, and quite frankly, I'm going to have to bring all of you along for the ride. I apologize. Oh, please tell me we're at least going to land. I don't want to die. All right. We have a story I thought was a video, but once again, Fox saying that there's a video, but the video they have has nothing to do with it. It's like you guys are dicks. All right, a Pennsylvania man is counting his blessings after he survived a bear attack at his home last week. The encounter was captured on home video. Oh, and was shared on Facebook. So why do we not have the video? Nope. Again, shared on Facebook. This is not a link to the Facebook video. This is, good God. How? All right. Where's? So you say it was a video and it was shared on Facebook, but you don't actually have Pennsylvania Man.
Do you have any more of those reviews for Rush Order Tees?
Oh, yeah.
Again, John Schwartz is not. Good God, Fox News sucks at their job. It's deliberate. I gotta go do it this way. Let's go to YouTube and search for Pennsylvania Man bear attack. Pennsylvania. It's a Y. Sylvania. Pennsylvania bear attack 2 months ago, 4 days ago, caught on camera. Bang! Here we go.
First at 10, a Montour County man is continuing to heal from injuries he received from being attacked by a bear in his garage Thursday evening. Thanks for joining us this Sunday night. I'm Aaron Leedy. Fox 56's Alicia Hercules spoke with the man and his wife.
Hercules!
Felt the impact.
Alicia Hercules better be fucking buff as shit. And right now I can only see the hand. I'm Alicia Hercules. You got a name to live up to.
Of something hitting me, and it was very quick and loud.
Thursday evening, John Schwartz was filling up a kiddie pool on the side of his house for his granddaughter. Once the pool was filled, he walked into his garage to turn off the hose, unknowingly startling a hungry bear rummaging through his trash.
Head hurt, and it knocked me against the wall. And little did we know till we received the video as to what happened outside. I didn't even realize I fell over the bear and continued on the sidewalk holding my head.
Oh, man. Dude, he went for your melon. Oh. We got to get that bear. That bear's getting too full of himself.
And, of course, continued into the house to retrieve a washcloth to, get on my head. I knew I had injuries and blood coming down.
The startled bear bit John on top of his head as it quickly made its way out of the garage. John ran into his living room to his shocked wife, who quickly called 911 and frantically helped cover his wound.
I'll never forget. It was horrible, but we're very lucky that that's all that happened. I mean, he has a couple wounds, but they'll heal.
John was taken to the Geisinger Medical Center, where he received treatment for the bite marks to his head, including a tetanus shot to avoid diseases or illnesses the bear may have. Within hours of the attack, a Pennsylvania Game Commission officer quickly set up a bear trap. The trap is filled with donuts and sugary syrup.
Hey, boo-boo, they just can't say no to a Krispy Kreme, really? You can't leave donuts in there. You're going to end up catching a police officer. Later, she let him go bareback. Oh, no, Boomer Bob. Donuts, count me in. Yeah, I'm saying the donuts, you're going to get a hungry person in that bear trap.
The smell of sweets will attract bears to the trap. John says that despite being attacked, he doesn't necessarily want the bear to be euthanized.
Very understandable as why the bear did what it did, and because I surprised it, and it didn't.
Surprised you.
It had a one way out, and it was through me.
The couple also has 2 outdoor cats who didn't attack the bear when it crossed the lawn, but did run to John's defense during the attack. They will still allow their cats to be outdoor cats since they haven't had any issues in the past. As the Game Commission.
Yes, because if the bear wanted to eat the cats have zero say in that matter. However, the cats rush to your defense. Don't get me wrong. I have 1 cat out of the 4. I have 1 cat that might be willing to do that. Can't the bear read? It says bear trap. I know. You guys, it's too obvious. Oh, and by the way, ma'am, Alicia Hercules, I feel like we're not pulling off Hercules. I don't I don't mean to be rude, but I don't think you could. Do you even lift, bro? Like a little? Not a. Cats are gonna say fuck you. Yeah, I don't believe the cats came to his defense. Can we go back to the Facebook video part? I want to see the Facebook video part.
Was filling up a kiddie pool on the side of his house for his granddaughter.
Yeah, dude, those cats are not coming to your defense. You came running over here, and they immediately beelined for the house.
Once the pool was filled, he walked into his garage to turn off the hose, unknowingly startling a hungry bear rummaging through his trash.
Head hurt and it knocked me.
Your cats did not rush to your defense.
What diseases or illnesses the bear may have. Within hours of the attack,
and I don't see those cats anywhere around here now.
A Pennsylvania Game Commission officer quickly set up a bear trap. The trap is filled with donuts and sugary syrup. The smell of sweets will attract bears to the trap. John says that despite being attacked, he doesn't necessarily want the bear to be euthanized.
Very understandable as why the bear did what it did, and because I surprised.
Because only you can prevent forest fires? Oh, Dear Boo One Duke. Was fill some holes. I don't know why that didn't do whatever. But thank you for being. I gotta get a hold of Deer Butch and figure out how to get to his place. He's got that whole party thing next Friday. I gotta be part of that thing. Aw, you took it from me, Johnny. I took what from you? Ladies and gentlemen, we're told to divert. I've got to give them a mess. Oh, yeah. But I don't know what I took from you, Chevy JB. I'm sorry. But thank you for watching on the Rumble chat. Thank you for being part of the show on the Rumble chat. I've got 3 cats. I feel they would just wait for the bear to finish me off and take the scraps. Oh, absolutely, Matthew Quall. Cats will totally eat you. Duke would save you. Duke would save you. There you go. See, that's why dogs are dumb, because they'll die. They won't save you. The dog will save you if
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower.
Yeah, but she wasn't a bear fucker. Alrighty. There we go. That man fighting off a bear in his Pennsylvania home. Good for him. Good for him. Alrighty, so there we go there. Pennsylvania man. What? Pennsylvania man. Alrighty. We have 4 stories and stuff left, and then we have 15 minutes of overtime in the show. So we've got technically a little less than an hour in the show, and then we will. I gave Duke a pat today. Well, good for you, was fill some holes. I'm sure I'll meet Duke if I get a chance to go to that thing next Friday. I'm planning to, so we'll see how that all goes. It depends entirely on the effects of drugs. All right, moving on to this next story. Well, do we want to move on that fast? I don't know. Let's take it a bit at a time. Ready? Drugs. Yeah, I'm next week, Monday through Friday. I'm going to be leaving the Steel Toe show early on Monday. I'll be leaving it, well, I shouldn't say early. I'll do the Steel Toe show on Monday, but I won't be doing overtime because I have to go start my first of 5 consecutive steroid treatments. Next Monday, they're going to put an IV probably in this arm. It's going to be here somewhere around in this region, and I'm going to be wearing that for the better part of a week. Have you been smoking more weed? Have you tried a dispensary yet? Jericho, there are only 2 dispensaries in the entire state. They're both on native land, and I'm not anywhere near either of them that I know of. And I can't get to them. But yes. I wouldn't say more. I wasn't smoking any last week, so I'm smoking more than last week. Was Phil Simol says he claws like a bear. Okay. Claws like a bear. Alrighty, let's keep on going here. I did a thing, says Jericho. Yeah, you did, and that was awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. Now let's move into our next stuff. Again, we'll be going for a little bit under an hour here, unless we hit that $38 goal. And it's looking dicey. Here we go. I will not do a beg segment. I will not get out money and. Thank you, Wilmer Autotech, for the 100 bits and the sticker. Just so we're all clear, I have no intention. I'm not getting my harmonica and just start blowing into it like, hey, I'll play music and I'll dance. I will get a real job. That's just the way of it. Actually, kind of looking at that anyway. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's kick over to this. Stowaways are found hiding after weeks on a massive ship's rudder. Like, they were that determined to get out of there, man. Weeks on a ship's rudder? Nigeria's got to be awesome if you're willing to go to this length. It's got to be great.
So they came and they asked, do you know where you are? I said, no. And they said, this is Brazil. I said, wow, this is Brazil? I made it to Brazil. I'm happy.
According to Reuters, 4 Nigerian migrants survived for 4 days on only seawater.
On only seawater? That shit should have killed you extra quick. You know what would be super hilarious? Like, I made it to Brazil. I'm happy. And they're like, yeah, and now you're getting deported back to Nigeria. It'll be a first-class plane ticket to a one-way ride. R.I.P. Cheer 100. Hey, Johnny, was fill some holes. I don't know that actually went through. We'll check all of that stuff towards the end of the show here. Unless like a hype train happens, then we're like, yeah, that's definitely going to, throw this, that, or whatever. Congratulations on making it to someplace almost as shitty. Side note, they were vaping the seawater. What? Vaping the seawater? Weird. All right. Again, it would be super hilarious. Like, wow, this is Brazil? I'm happy I made it to Brazil. It's like, yeah, and you're going right back to Nigeria.
It's Brazil. I made it to Brazil. I'm happy.
According to Reuters, 4 Nigerian migrants survived for 4 days on only seawater while hidden above the rudder of a container ship. They were already at sea for 10 days before they ran out of food and water. Brazilian police rescued them in the southeastern port city of Vitória. The men told Reuters they faced many dangers. They feared the ship's crew might kill them if they found them, and they saw sharks and whales in the water below. To avoid falling into the water, they rigged up a net around the rudder and tied themselves to it.
In Nigeria, you don't have your rights.
Before I came here, I was homeless. No home, my family, my wife is staying in another place.
Reuters says 2 of the migrants have returned to Nigeria, while the 2 you see here have applied for asylum in Brazil.
This airport in Nepal is considered to be one of the most...
Again, send them back, man. You can survive for 4 days by drinking urine. Ignatz, again, you can, but unless you're guaranteeing me there's life after those 4 days, I don't know that I can do it. I don't think I can be like, hey, get me that jug. I'm going to fill it. No. They rigged up a net to the rudder. How did they know they didn't fucking... What happens if they screw up the rudder? We can't turn the boat. We're drifting at sea. Why? Oh, just, a couple of stowaways or anything to get out of this fucking hellhole. How bad do you feel for the 2 that already got sent back? Oh, man. Did they go back willingly? Or was it like, hey, we saw it's Brazil and we decided that, yeah, we're not gonna? Or was it like the whole thing with We'd love to stay. We really want to stay. Well, too bad you're going back to Nigeria. Chaos in Union Square, New York over PS5 giveaway. Yeah, we were covering that earlier. Let's see if that's still a thing. Square. Let's see if we got we should pull that live feed back up. News. Is there a live feed? Oh my God. Kai Cenat's meetup and giveaway in Union Square, initially scheduled for 4 p.m., devolved into chaos by 3:30 p.m. Thousands of people. Full-on riots break out. So yeah, but do we have the live feed thing now? We had a live thing feed earlier. Where was it? So the subways were bypassing Union Square. Yeah, so I don't think they're covering it now anymore. It's kind of all hunkered down and dealt with, but yeah, it went crazy over that. It went crazy. But thank you, Deep Gully, for bringing that to our attention. Again. So, yes. Alrighty. So, let's cover that. We've got, again, just a little bit over a half hour left in the show. And unless we hit that $38 goal, then we'll go even low. We'll go an extra half hour. All right. Nope. We already did that story. So, we're burning through these. We're going to have to do some of our video stuff. All right. This video is a cop busting a 16-year-old for driving 132 miles per hour. He called the kid's parents to the scene. I feel like you don't do well if you give your kid a Toyota Supra. Because I'm just saying, I severely doubt that the 16-year-old got that on his own. All right? I just, and by the way, the 16-year-old, when that car was like a hot thing in the movies, he was like, what? Not even alive? Was that more than 16 years ago? I don't know. Point is, it's been a long time since The Fast and the Furious. You should know better as parents than to give your kid any sort of car with any sort of performance. That's dumb.
132 miles an hour. How old are you? You're 16. Whose car is this? Tell your father I need him here now.
Whose car is this? He didn't say whose car it was. He didn't say it was his car. He must have said my dad's. And call your father, I need him here now. Someone ain't getting the keys ever again. 132 miles per hour. This is, again, what happens when you let your kids grow up playing GTA 5 and you don't explain to them that that's not how you actually drive in real life. Oh, man. I wish we could have seen the body cam footage of catching the guy. This is a little too late to get to this part. I want to see the footage of just chasing the kid down.
Dad, this is Corporal Ricker at the Orange County Sheriff's Office. I need you to come out here and pick up your son. I'm on the express lanes, I-4 express lanes. I just clocked your son at 132 miles an hour. 132 miles an hour. Can you and another driver come get him? Thank you, sir. You understand if you were 18, you'd be going to jail for reckless driving. Okay, you're getting a speeding citation that requires a court appearance. You got to appear in court, downtown Orlando. That's about it. I'm going to explain it to your dad. Okay, I called you guys out here for two main reasons. One, I want you to see it. 132 miles an hour. I guess personally why I call you and made you come out here is I had a kid about 8, 9, 10 years ago that I stopped in a brand new Mustang. And his parents were going through a divorce. They bought him this car and all this. He was like 16. We go to court. Both parents are there. Their lawyer was there. And I talked to him. I said, look, this car is too much for him. He's not going to handle. Oh, well, we're gonna take the car away from him and everything else. About 2 months later, I saw the attorney again, and he says, yeah, 3 weeks after that court date, he wrapped the car around a tree. Yeah, and now these parents don't have a kid. I did not charge him reckless criminal. If he was 18, he'd be going to jail and the car would be towed.
Why can't the car be towed anyway? The car should be towed. The car should be impounded. Dad comes on a Lambo at 200 miles per hour. What's the Oh, dude, not even that. I clocked him at 132. All right, officer, I'll talk to him. Only 132. Did you double clutch like I taught you, or did you granny shift it? You granny shifted, didn't you? It's double clutch or nothing, okay? You want to get out of second gear at anywhere near a reasonable speed, you have to double clutch. I'm sorry, officer. It's just kids these days don't know how to handle a manual.
So, just letting you know. The statutory fine is $1,104. That's a statutory fine. The judge can impose whatever he wants, plus court costs. The judge may take his license away for a year. I don't know. Be safe. Bye, Mom. Take care.
That kid should not have that car. Period. Oh my God. Like, don't get me wrong. If I ever achieved just a little bit, should have tased him. Oh. That'd be hilarious. I'd be all for it if the body cam footage just showed him, be like, and you had this weed on you, and he pulled out his taser and just tases the kid. The kid's like, it's not my weed. It's not what it looks like to me. Looks like your weed. Looks like you're resisting arrest again. Just get him twice. I'm sorry. 132 miles per hour. And I guarantee you, it's not that the kid thought that 130 miles per... It's not that he couldn't handle the car. It's that he thought he could drive that fast. I can handle it. I do it in video games all the time. Atomic Ray. I have more than one child, and you caught the retarded one. The tree wrap idea doesn't sound half bad. Oh, that's rough. Alrighty, so we've got about 45 minutes left in the show, and a Friday goal of $38. So we'll do that one last time for this, and then we'll check all of the links when we get a chance. And then we'll double check the YouTube or the Twitch to see where that's at. I think we might get 5 out of there. Boom. Therm. Again, if we hit that goal, we'll add an extra 30 minutes onto the show. The majority of the show's goal on us still. So that's what it is. You know, things are things. And there it is. Boop. There we are. Done. Did I get another cat hair in my mouth? Really? That's helpful. Alrighty. So that's, again, your kid can't handle that car. Your kid cannot handle that car. Oh. I am not happy with how the deputy handled it, solely in the fact that, like, the car should have been impounded. I should have been like, no, we're impounding the car. The car gets impounded. You have to go to the impound to pick up the car. That should be, that's number one. Like, I'm guessing they can't do that, but oof. If he was 18, he'd be in jail for reckless driving, and the car would be impounded. I would have literally told him. I would have tried him for the adult. There has to be drugs in there. Oh, I'd be tickled to think there isn't. Bring the dogs to search the car. Yeah, how bad would that be if they're driving back and then the mom's like, "Why does it smell funny in here?" "I don't know." And she pulls out a vape pen. She's like, "What's this? Are you smoking nicotine?" "It's not nicotine, Mom. It's just a vape pen." And then she looks and Chester asking anyone that would come and do karaoke for next Saturday. I have to handle this in a minute. God dang it. We'll have to close that down. I'm not doing that. Anyways, there's that. There's this. Let's get to this story. The president of the Wyoming Tennis Association has resigned in protest of the organization's decision to allow transgender college athletes to participate in the 2023 Wyoming Governor's Cup, citing fair competition. Jackie Folkrod, now the former president of the Cheyenne Tennis Association Board, resigned from her position last week as the result of a 27-year-old Brooklyn Ross participation in the Women's Open Singles event at the Governor's Cup tournament in Cheyenne, which is slated to begin Friday, the Cowboy State Daily reported. Oh. Wyoming is the Cowboy State? I thought that was Texas. I know Texas is the Lone Star State, but I don't think of cowboys in Wyoming. I just think of Wyoming. I think a man playing against a woman is a very fun, unfair matchup when it is specifically meant for women in that specific draw, Folkrod added to the outlet. I feel like having a transgender athlete compete in the women's draw is against my personal integrity and what I believe and value. My decision to resign was solely based on the fact that we didn't have any way to protect our organization or protect our female athletes that are going to be playing in the tournament, she added. Ross, a Colorado native, plays tennis on the women's team at the University of Texas at Tyler and was previously named Pac West Freshman of the Year during the 2020-2021 season at the Metropolitan State University of Denver. Speaking with the outlet, Ross, who transitioned 6 years ago, expressed sadness over Folkran's decision to resign from her position. "I feel sad this woman has resigned over this," Ross said. "I feel like there's no reason to." Oh, there's plenty of reason to, because you're completely spitting in the face of women. But hey, I guess as long as you're happy. Peg Connor, executive director for the District League coordinator of the United States Tennis Associating Wyoming chapter, provided Fox News Digital with the USTA statement on transgender athletes. Tennis thrives when the sport embraces inclusion. For that reason, tennis is open to all, regardless of one's age, ethnicity, race, religious background, sexual orientation, or gender identity. The USTA's policy on transgender inclusion, using both of the International Olympic Committee and International Tennis Federation policies, was updated on 2016 and has been in place since that time to help ensure inclusive and fair competition for all. Yes, for all except the women going up against these behemoths. Yeah, just all of those people, just not the women. Oh, that's rough. Uh-oh. Well, never mind. We've had our goal met for the day. Thank you, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. We'll be doing that extra 30 minutes. So we'll be going till 5:45 because we owe you 15 from yesterday already, anyway, that we were going to be doing. So we're going to 5:45. We now have an hour and 15 minutes to cover. All right. How do I do? Actually, you know what? Let's do it through here. Someone's asking me about getting a karaoke person for next Saturday, so I've got to go through this. Will this thing load the damn page already? Jesus, man. There we go. Where is... I need Jax, actually. I don't know if I want to do Mid-Soda specifically. Jax, there we go. All right. Sorry about this. 1, 2, 2. All right, I'll leave that at that for now. So yeah, the Texas lady resigning. Again, we're resigning because, you know, you kind of are shitting on women all over the place. It's really, really sad. All right. But again, thank you. Catlin World's message was deleted. All right. I'm guessing there was a reason for that. Guessing there was probably bot. I don't even get trolled anymore. That's how sad it is. My show must really suck. I don't even get trolled anymore. Now I just get bots. Just bots trying to sell shit. It's a shame. Alrighty, so that we've got all that done. We had some video stuff we wanted to go through. No. I don't think this one... Didn't I do this one already? I might have done this one already, in which case that would put me... Oh, yep, no, we did that one already. That's the alcoholic who thought he could fight a lion. We did that one. So we've covered all of those. I thought I had a story I must have missed. Nope. Walking is... Garage? Nigerian? Yep, nope, we did all of them. All right, so let's get into the overtime story stuff. Let's pull up some of these. We have a couple... we have one of those. We'll do that video for sure. We have one, a new Owl Kitty video to enjoy. And then we have a cop losing his mind on duty. That's from a month ago. I didn't even know that was that old. Shit. Should have gotten to it sooner. All right, and then what do we got here? Oh, yes, funny video of birds, and they animate them having arms to make things funnier. So we'll watch that. We've got some funny videos. I don't know why all of a sudden all of my just energy just drained. I really need to... Oh, yeah. We have another story from 2 weeks ago about a girl sneaking into a lion's den and getting fatally mauled. Because we haven't covered that enough this month. Look, I love cats too. Wanted a reaction video. / Are you doing the show next Friday? I'm doing this show next Friday. Why wouldn't I? I'd be doing this show next Friday. I'll be doing this show next Friday. I am going to try and get to Dear Butch's party next Friday. I don't want to work it. And I don't want to work the anniversary show. So I don't want to do karaoke. Plus, my karaoke setup is in pieces. I don't really have a karaoke setup. So I kind of don't want to do that. That would be a significant financial investment to do. So, nope. Ready? It's okay, cool. It's going to be a long drive. Well, homie, I'll be here doing the show for sure, and we'll go, like I said, we've got an hour left in this one. We'll go for a full show next week. And by the way, if we do ever knock out the goal for, for like the next couple days or whatever, we do Humpty on those days, on the prepaid days. Alrighty, so this girl sneaks into the lion's den. That's going to be one we get to at the back end of this. I'm going to start off with Owl Kitty because I am a stupid dick when it comes to being a sucker for Owl Kitty. I love the Owl Kitty videos, and I wish I could get this in some form other than in the short that they have here. But either way, and boop. The best way soccer could ever be played, with a cat.
Black cat is on the field. The first touch is exceptional. The movement is outstanding. The black cat lies through. Brilliant! Brilliant goal!
Again, the black cat lies through. Brilliant, brilliant goal. It's something about them like losing their shit about the cat scoring the goal. It's the announcers that make the entire clip worth it. Alrighty. Bring the dogs to search the car. Didn't we talk about that? Oh, no, we did. We did. I already cut that on. And there we go. So Owl Kitty video down. Back over here. Again, just a fun time. I like the good Owl Kitty videos to be able to unwind and shit. We've had enough crap. I don't want to talk about more stuff about Biden and Trump and how Trump's getting screwed over this way and Biden's doing that, and because we all know what are we gonna do about it. Anyways, wanted a reaction to a video. So it's probably a shitty video or one of those weird deals. Actually, I have the audio from it. It turns out that this is what the video Catlin World was gonna. I won't show it, but Catlin World was gonna play this. It's a statement that they made.
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Alrighty. Did you do the 2 naval officers arrested for sending transmissions to China from their ship? That must have slipped my net. I didn't. Let's look up 2 naval officers. I did not do that. 2 naval officers. This is from 18 hours ago. 22.
Since I couldn't get my donation to work through PayPal, I bought some bits to spend on your channel instead.
Thank you, Sandy Squatch. All right, so this is a long read. We'll get through that and go back to we'll get back to the doohickey with the thingamajigs. All right, so this one coming from us from Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. 2 U.S. Navy sailors were arrested for allegedly sharing sensitive military information with China. Hey, so if we got the sailors, can we get the commander-in-chief now? I'm just saying that's the same thing Biden's doing, isn't it? So let's just round them all up. All right, so 2 U.S. Navy sailors have been indicted and arrested for allegedly sending sensitive U.S. military information to Chinese intelligence officers. One of the sailors, Jin Chao Wei, can't see why he would have done that. I can't believe Jin Chao Wei was arrested Wednesday when he arrived for work at a naval base in San Diego, according to a statement released Thursday by the U.S. Attorney of the Southern District of California. The base is one of the largest Navy installations in the Pacific. The other sailor who has been arrested, Petty Officer Wen Hang Zhao. Look, man, these guys were just trying to do anything they could do to avoid being told to go back. Because if they had to go back, more than likely they would have been forced into slave labor. I don't know if you're aware of this, but...
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit?
I do.
You know what I'm talking about?
I give a shit. I give a shit. That's not okay, sir. That is not okay. We need to do something about that. Let's get all those reparations and Black Lives Matter and all those slavery is bad and is unforgivable. Let's get those people on this, because I don't think they know this, but apparently not only is it unforgivable, it's still happening. Long Duck Dong's cousin. Oh, no, says Ignatz. How fucking stupid is the Navy? I don't know about stupid, but it does seem like, how did these people get into the Navy? Were they, like, second-generation citizens? The indictment against Wei was unsealed Thursday and is separate from the charges against Zhao. Wei made his first appearance in federal court Thursday, where federal defenders submitted a not guilty plea on his behalf. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of California said in a statement, the charges demonstrate the People's Republic of China's determination to obtain information that is critical to our national defense by any means, so it can be used to their advantage. Matt Olson, the Justice Department's Assistant Attorney General for National Security, said at a news conference Thursday. Prosecutors said that Wei, who served as a machinist's mate on the USS Essex, allegedly entered into a handler-asset relationship with a Chinese intelligence officer beginning in February of 2022. Machinist mates are a class of engineer who are responsible for operating, maintaining, and repairing ship equipment. As part of that alleged arrangement, Wei sent photos and videos of the Essex and other Navy ships to the Chinese officer, the indictment says, as well as dozens of technical and mechanical manuals relating to the ship's layouts, weapon systems, and in return, Wei allegedly received, hang on, thousands of dollars. Not hundreds of thousands, not millions, thousands of dollars. As part of that alleged arrangement, Wei sent photos, sent photos and videos of the Essex and other Navy ships to Chinese indictment officers. Yeah, we covered that. Why did this jump? You did an ad change thing, didn't you? Alrighty, indictment. The indictment indicates that Wei received U.S. citizenship during this period, with the Chinese intelligence officer allegedly congratulating Wei on receiving. So this person was trying to become a U.S. citizen while selling us out for dirt cheap, mind you. That's the part I'm most offended about. Wei, I'm not pissed that you decided to make a buck off of a convenient situation that you were in. Good for you. But the fact is, you underestimate the value of the intelligence you're giving them. This is the American military. You got to hold out for some more buckage, my friend. You're going to make it work in America and only sell us out for a couple $1,000s? That's not going to happen. You got to get like millions and keep it in like an offshore or like some sort of unassociated account. And then once everything's all said and done, just turn around and be like, I quit the military or whatever, finish my tour of duty. Now I'm a citizen. Isn't that great? And I'm going to make a startup. To be fair, the Chinese knew all this information from Joe already. But it helps to double check. It helps to double check. Much of the information Wei allegedly sent to the Chinese officer was stored on restricted access Navy computer systems that Wei was able to access because he had security clearance. An indictment against Zhao, meanwhile, alleges that between August of 2021 and May of 2023, Zhao provided sensitive U.S. military information, including operational plans for a major military exercise in the Indo-Pacific, to a person posing as a maritime economic researcher. That person was actually a Chinese intelligence officer, the indictment says. Zhao, who was responsible for installing, repairing, and receiving electrical equipment, and servicing electrical equipment on U.S. military installations, also had a security clearance, prosecutors say, and allegedly took photos of computer screens that displayed operational orders of a military training exercise and provided them to the officer. He was also allegedly transmitting photos of blueprints and diagrams of a U.S. radar system stationed on a military base in Okinawa, Japan, prosecutors say. Those documents were marked unclassified / for official use only, but prosecutors say that is part of his official duties. Zhao was required to report suspicious incidents, the court filing states. In exchange, Zhao received approximately $15,000 from the officer, prosecutors allege. The case against Mr. Zhao is part of a larger national strategy to combat criminal efforts from nation-state actors to steal our nation's sensitive military information, Martin Estrada, U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, said. Great, so he's going to do that. Have you considered looking at the Bidens? I'm just saying, if these guys are horrible, I got a whole bunch of shit that we're selling upriver to the Chinese because of Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden. Again, these guys are horrible, and I absolutely believe that we should deport them to Somalia. Actually, fuck it, Antarctica. Make it work with the penguins. But let's go ahead, and while we're at it, let's go ahead and look at those Bidens. You know, that's another problem with this. The fucking Bidens are worse. All right. All right, let's go back. We're on here. Let's get over to this. We did that. Dumb cop lost his mind being fired and sued. Let's check this out. A cop losing his shit. Is this body cam footage?
400 Airways in Memphis reported that Drew Thomas was causing disruption and knocking over items within the store.
I said you're under arrest, motherfucker. Get the fuck over here.
The other 3 officers put Thomas into custody.
All right. Yep. I want to just see the footage. I don't really care about this guy.
Not now. Come on. You're under arrest. I said you're under arrest, motherfucker. Get the fuck over here. Get your motherfucking ass over here.
All right. I'm sorry. He sounds like he's on something. That guy's under arrest? The dude, the body cam wearer, it seems like he's on fucking meth or some shit. That's not right. All right, anyways. So let's do that. Let's do this.
Hands on the car. Hands on the car, dickhead.
Oh, shit. I ain't doing nothing. You just dealt with me, man. I ain't doing nothing. I got brown dough. Keep your hands on the hood.
Why are we searching this man? You said he's under arrest. And so now, to be fair, all right, yep, we did that already. He's under arrest, and we're searching proof that cops can keep some of the evidence recreational purposes. Yeah, dude, but I don't think you should keep meth or cocaine for recreational purposes, especially while you're on the job. I don't think, like, if he kept weed for recreational purposes and he had himself a little toke, like, I think this whole thing would have gone like, hey, man, come on. No, all right, I said you're under arrest. Come on, look, I got to do this. You're under arrest. Here's why. Like, I feel like weed would have made him way more amiable.
I got a lot of benefit. Walkway. Look at my butt. I didn't do nothing, man. I was trying to go to work.
Have you ever even had a real job?
Downtown.
Okay. Yeah, you about to have some work downtown. Hands behind your back, you're under arrest.
I still don't know why. Why is he under arrest? Yeah, you're about to have some work downtown. You're under arrest.
This way.
Where we going?
Jail.
For what?
Vandalism.
What I vandalism?
The inside of the store.
What I do?
You vandalized the inside of the store. Sit.
Oh, I did. I bought some coffee.
Good. Sit.
Am I heavy?
No, sit.
Why not?
Because I said so.
All right, so this
Put
dude...
your feet in. Eat a dick, motherfucker.
Lobotomy sounding nicer.
Why are you being so mean to this dude? He's accused of vandalism? You didn't even read them as rights. Yeah, we didn't read him as rights. We're accusing him of vandalism. And the dude, by the way, couldn't be calmer about the whole situation. We're like, hey man, I didn't do anything. What the is this about? And just get in the car. Eat a dick, motherfucker. Like why? Why are you so angry?
Yeah, sure is. Sure is.
If you need the rip hop, we'll just fuck. We can rip hop.
No, sit.
Am I heavy?
No, sit.
Why not?
Because I said so. Put your feet in. Eat a dick, motherfucker.
Lobotomy sounding nicer, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is. Sure is.
If you need the rip hop, we'll just fuck. We can rip hop.
No.
Are you sure?
Kick my car again, I'm gonna foam you. You understand me, dickhead? I will spray the fuck out of you, you worthless piece of incestuous shit.
Holy Jesus! If you wanted to see a racist police officer,
We got one!
he's being mean because all cops are arrogant, power-tripping dicks with too much power and a corrupt system that protects them. I don't know about all of that. As we've pointed out, he didn't read the dude his rights. He flat out accused him of a crime. I have no idea if that crime was actually committed. It's got to be some pretty intense vandalism. He didn't have any weapons. He didn't have any drugs. He didn't have any paint cans. What was the vandalism? He didn't even have... We didn't even find a Sharpie marker, sir. This is, again, a lot. To threaten to... Look, to threaten to foam him. I'm like, holy Jesus. Power trip is one thing. How about, like, hey, don't kick my car, man. That's not... Again, this dude has been very complicit this whole time. He has not put up much of a fuss.
Kick my car again, I'm gonna foam you. You understand me, dickhead? I will spray the fuck out of you, you worthless piece of incestuous shit.
Officer Skelton alleged that Thomas vandalized the store even though he had not seen any evidence of the allegation. Under
Yeah. I don't want your covering of this. I want back to, again, the video footage. Appreciate that, and, feel free to like and subscribe to this guy's channel. I'm trying to cover it for me.
Violated his departmental policy and...
All right, do we have back to the video footage?
After warning Thomas...
I don't want to hear your takes.
Here, keep an eye on him.
All right, so there we go. We go back to it about...
Kick the vehicle's door.
All right.
And the officer...
Yeah, dude, cool.
Officer Skelton then suggested they use Repobble to restrain Thomas.
I'm gonna stay out here, keep an eye on him. Suck my balls, dickhead. I told him I was gonna spray him. 7.
Suck my balls, dickhead. Yo, what big pimpin'? It's your boy Genghis back at with another banger. You know what time it is. I have no idea who you are. Account created in there. I don't know. Thank you for hanging out in our show. Welcome to the show. Yeah, this dude's definitely going to get fired. I feel like this dude is absolutely, he's fired, sued, and all that. But again, don't make it any easier. The guy was completely complicit getting into the car, and you're just being completely belligerent with him at every turn.
7-4, suspect's kicking my car door. I am deploying my pepper foam.
Oh, dear God, no. Oh, dear God, no.
I'm trying.
None of this is warranted, by the way. If the dude did not vandalize the place, none of this is warranted. At a certain point, I think he's got the message. Even if you didn't succeed in your attempt, he's well aware. It's like a game of whack-a-mole with pepper spray. Yeah, and unfortunately, I hate to say it, dude, but the guy in the back of the car is winning. Okay? Let him have the victory. Again, I don't think he actually vandalized the store.
Fucked up real bad. I don't think so. Anybody got a rip hobble? Mine seems to be missing.
I know you just hangs at the door.
Yeah.
I'll hold him on the other side.
Good luck.
I'd hate to be a cop in Memphis. Toastmaster, even if he did commit any crimes, it's not up to Judge Dredd here to put Mr. I am the law. Oh my God, damn. Yeah, this is, again, and at the beginning of the video, other than ignoring the cop for the first second, he didn't give him any guff. He put his hands on the car. He let the cop rifle through his pockets. He put his hands behind his back. He let him cuff him. He let them walk him all the way over to the back of the car. He sat down in the car. He got in the car, and he let them close the door. And then they started walking around. Why not just take him in? And then again, calling him a dickhead and all this other shit. Why? What, were you busy blowing each other and you needed the time and now you had to interrupt your inter-office fellatio acrobatics with actually doing your job? Is that what it is? Or again, like I said, I don't think he actually vandalized the store.
Oh, lock it. No. You kick me, you get it again.
No, sir. May you let the window down?
For you? Yes, hell no. Not after that. You gonna make me have to treat you like that after I tried to be good to you the first time?
Tried to be good to you the first time? You're detaining a dude for vandalism. Rather excessive. That's good? Holy shit. This is an advertisement for defund the police. And I don't believe in that shit. But at the same rate, oh my God.
Take you somewhere to get you some help, then you gonna make me be an asshole, and now you gonna ask me for a favor? I don't think so.
In this case, Officer Skelton's use of pepper spray was excessive. That violated Section DR 301 of his departmental policy, which states, excessive force or unnecessary force is defined as the amount of force which is beyond the need.
Alright, yeah, dude, I don't care about you breaking down.
And be relieved from the pepper spray. Officer Skelton refused, though he admitted he was supposed to.
You want me to roll the window down? I probably should.
He was calling you sir at the end of that, though.
Yeah, he was. He was.
You just gotta act crazy with him, then he'll calm down. By doing that, he'll calm down now.
I hope so. We'll get some overtime out of this,
I've never
gentlemen.
seen someone spray someone before.
It's the first time I've used the foam.
I bet that stung like a motherfucker.
I hope so. I don't know if he'll give it to me. You got enough for a felony?
Yeah.
Good. Did you hear all that on the radio?
Fantastic.
Thank you.
I've never been more proud of you.
Oh, well, thank you. Never?
It's one of the very rare times I've ever arrested somebody.
The dude's almost gagging on the pepper spray.
This tyrant officer's behavior further violated the section addressing chemical irritant agents. It is stated that chemical irritant agents amounts of clean, cool water to flush out the eyes. The scene. Upon arrival, Officer Skelton happily told him he foamed Thomas. The lieutenant seemed happy for him and didn't correct the wrongdoings of his officer. All 4 officers then conspired to charge Thomas with felony vandalism.
I foamed him.
Good.
I foamed the fuck out of him. Do it again, I'm gonna foam you. He did it again, so I foamed him.
Okay. Fine with me.
We ripped top of his ass.
Yeah, and he's rip hobbled now. And now he's calling me sir.
Yeah, and now he's being real respectful.
Here's the thing. I know you're gonna need to weigh it.
Oh, you got his name and stuff?
Oh yeah, Biddick's working on the ticket right now. I told him.
You did give him a fair warning. Yeah, when he started kicking, I turned my
here,
body cam
sorry.
on right then. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, is it on? It's on lock. It's on lock. Yeah. 774. Do have ambulance en route. Check.
I wasn't officially on scene until you started kicking the back of your car. That's when you didn't get any licked on you, did you?
All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cops now to arrest one guy. How serious was this vandalism? Did he use a flamethrower? Pepper spray does make all the snot come out at once. Needle dick cop, says Lab Glass. Well, dude, so far none of these cops that have arrived on the scene have acted like this was inappropriate.
I don't think so. I started.
held him, but I would have got devastated.
I started to smell it there for a second.
I would have got devastated if I had held him back there.
All right, he's down. Why you get sprayed? Huh? Were you kicking? Did he tell you stop kicking?
So do you need my explanation for the arrest ticket? No? Okay.
What are you charging him with so many of these?
Okay. He says he's got enough for felony vandalism.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, make it happen.
Sounds good.
As well as disorderly, and he's actually barred from here. He's on the
Do ag trespass.
ag trespass.
Yeah, do ag trespass.
So we are for sure gonna have a felony on
Watch
this
it,
then?
make sure if you go in kayak arrest and stuff.
Ambulance on the way. He'll be all right.
He's not still kicking, is he?
No, he's just wiggling. The phone's doing its work.
I mean, we got more pepper spray.
I know. We can always pepper spray again if we need to.
That's... I mean, you realize you're wearing a camera, right? How detached do you need to be where that's funny? Cops show up to call out, to a call out of boredom. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Toastmaster, he must have tried that shit in a small town. Can't vandalize in a small town. They put pepper spray in your eyes in a small town. They leave you tied up in a small town while pepper spray gets in your lungs and everything. I know it's not the same song. I've actually not heard Try That in a Small Town. I have not heard Jason Aldean's song. I have not heard it, and I have no idea. No idea how that's going. Anyways, let's go back to this.
Lieutenant McGowan's failure to correct his officers violated his departmental policy that addresses the duties of supervisory members. It is stated that supervisory members are members who are at the rank of lieutenant and above. They will be responsible for adherence to the department's attempt to escape from any disciplinary action. His administrative hearing was initially scheduled for February 20th. Story. In May 2021, it was reported that Skelton had been indicted by a grand jury on an official...
Yeah, that dude looks kind of fucking crazy. Don't trust that round-headed motherfucker. All right? Do not. Kai Cenat is in custody after large crowds gathered at New York City's Union Square. Oh, they arrested him? Okay, let's check up on that. We've been checking up on that throughout the day. Kai Cenat in custody. That's awesome. He's an American YouTuber, Twitch streamer Kai Cenat. Why are we calling it in custody or Twitch streamer if he's a YouTuber? He's listed as a YouTuber. Is there a video on this after the ad? Cenat, a popular personality on Twitch and YouTube, was in law enforcement custody after crowds of hundreds turned unruly after a promise to give away video game consoles. Again, that's the other part too. Is it his fault that people are dumb? Is it his fault that people are dumb? I feel like we're blaming him for the stupidity. Can we arrest all of the people and just...
We're tracking on the chaos in Union Square. This is right in the middle of Manhattan there in New York City tonight. This is during a giveaway event of some sort that a popular Twitch streamer was hosting. You're looking at some live pictures of a much calmer scene now, it would seem. At least we're not seeing the huge crowds we were seeing a little while ago as police have really converged on this area. But you see this. This was what we saw earlier, just this swarm of people there shoving each other, standing on cars, standing on food trucks, throwing things in some cases. And this all started with, as we said, a social media post, it seems. This is the story that Kai Cenat posted earlier today. The story is now deleted from his account. It was meant to be a big giveaway event, reportedly for a PlayStation or some gift cards, something like that. Our NBC station in New York is reporting just a while ago that Cenat is facing charges actually related to this whole situation. Now, we don't know what caused the chaos that we saw here to break out, but police are asking people.
Let me explain what caused the chaos. These are stupid young people who are fucking greedy and thought I can get a free PS5. And someone thought, even if I don't get one at the giveaway, I can mug somebody to get a free PS5. Again, and the worst part for me is all of this is over a PS5. You guys have such horrible taste. You're going to riot over a PS5? I wouldn't even do it over an Xbox One, but at least I'd understand why.
To steer clear of this area, we understand the New York City subway system letting people know that a bunch of major train stations would be skipping or trains.
A bunch of major train stations would be skipping, so a whole bunch of people had to, walk further. I'm sure that wasn't a problem. We need free sound clips. Free sound clips? What do you mean? Wonder if she got the foam. No. I assure you, Kai Cenat did not get the foam. Did not get the foam. We do have technically the channel point sound clips are free. I don't play all of them. Again, there's some that are, some that aren't. Bring out some foam. I feel like we could have foamed the protesters. The protesters could have got foamed. We could have foamed out of the protesters. That's what you do. Just tear gas them. They'll disperse.
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower!
Yeah, but at least she didn't raise me to like PlayStation. I mean, I don't hate PlayStation. I don't really care. I like playing on my Xbox. I don't really give a shit. It's just funny. Anyways, so yeah, that Twitch streamer, they are not mobs. Oh, no, those aren't mobs. That was just a large gathering of people. It was just a large gathering of people. All right, so let's get over to that, and let's get back over to here. We did that. Do we want to do the birds with arms thing? I feel like the birds with arm thing might be fun to do after this one. This one's a story about... This one's a story about a lady who snuck into a lion's cage. Because again, we have to do that again. It's that time of the week. Another dumb idiot sneaks into a lion's den because Disney made me realize they're just like us. They're just like
bargains
us.
For when she enters the lion's enclosure.
Fuck off.
Hit that like button and subscribe right now. This is the terrifying lion attack on Diana Hansen. Welcome to Final Affliction.
Yeah.
Diana Hansen was fascinated by lions, tigers, cheetahs, and leopards.
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! All right, so we've got Diana Hansen, and look at Diana Hansen. Thank you, Northern Finlander, for jumping in on this. Let's just play this for a minute and wait till we get to that. So apparently this lady really loved her lions. I can't believe she doesn't look crazy at all. No. See, I love they're so cute when they're little. They're so I'm just one with the lions. They're so cute and Hey, good to see you, says Dear Butch. Good to see you, Dear Butch. I'm gonna have to find out where your whole shindig is at for your thing next week, so I can. Oh, feeding them a big hunk of meat. Now you're just getting a picture with a cheetah. Oh, we're just the cheetah's friend.
Photos of her next to these incredible animals. Big cats were her passion. Since Diana...
Yeah, you're feeding them a giant sliver of meat through a cage, and if your hand was on the other side of that cage, they'd take the whole thing.
Was 3 years old, she had loved big cats. Now, just over 20 years later, she landed her dream job, working as an intern at a big cat sanctuary in California.
Okay. I will send a link in your DM on Discord. Sounds good. Repeal qualified immunity. I have no idea what qualified immunity is, but here we go.
She was learning the ropes, learning what it took to keep some of the world's most magnificent predators in captivity. Her ultimate goal was to work in a zoo one day. Securing this internship was one step closer to that.
Don't let that thing lick you, okay? That's gross. That is gross.
Goal. She had spent time with captive tigers and lions during her studies at Western Washington State University and had visited Africa to see lions in the wild. Now, she was working at Cat Haven in Dunlap, California. The reserve.
Why are they playing the creepy music? Why are they playing the creepy music? And by the way, ma'am, way to take Crazy Cat Lady to a whole new level. I didn't even realize you are playing a stereotype right now.
Was run by Project Survival, a privately funded education and conservation organization. The reserve covered an area of 100 acres and was home to tigers, leopards, lynxes, and other
and bears. Oh my. I'm sorry. That tiger was funny. Let's go back. That was a cat hawking up a hairball. They're just like the little ones.
Lynxes and other
Nope. I want to go back just a little bit. Doop, there we go.
Education and conservation organization. The reserve
That's a cat that's about to puke. I've seen that face too many times. I guarantee you.
He's gotta puke! He's gotta puke!
an area of 100 acres and was home to tigers, leopards, lynxes, and other endangered.
What is that thing? What is that? What is it?
Big cats. The park was used for educational purposes to advertise the importance of these species as populations of their wild counterparts dwindle. As well as day visitors to the park, they also offered outreach programs during which staff would visit schools and places of work with the big cats to educate and inspire people.
No. Yeah, let's bring it. Hey, pit bulls aren't a problem. Let's try a giant cat.
24-year-old Diana was instantly likable amongst the staff. She had an infectious enthusiasm about her work.
All right, so she fucked a lot of dudes. I'm sorry, you can't tell me she was
Visited the tigers and then the lion enclosure. Inside was a male African lion named Couscous. He was 4
Couscous wouldn't hurt me.
years old and weighed 500 pounds, 220 kilograms. He was handsome and striking, a favorite among
She would get wet every time she saw him. He might have been a big cat, but trust me, her pussy was a purring. Did she just do the white girl thing? Let me guess, they got a lion that said they couldn't be tamed, and it ate her. I'm guessing that's the thing.
amongst visitors to Cat Haven, a favorite of Diana's. Diana's father knew the dangers his daughter was facing each day she worked at the park. He knew the stories of captive animals turning on their keepers, and he had a feeling that it may someday happen to Diana.
But he didn't give a shit because it made her happy.
It was almost a premonition. He imagined the phone call he might receive, the devastating news waiting for him on the other end of the line. But Diana was happy. She enjoyed her work. She had been working there for 2 months. She followed the safety protocols and knew the safety procedures when working with the big cats. On the morning of March 6, 2013, Dale Anderson, the owner of the park, left with 2 other workers for an outreach program. He was taking a cheetah to show children at a local zoo.
Great. Great, let's take a cheetah. You know, if it gets loose, you can totally just catch it.
It's a standard procedure. The staff that remained at the park, including Diana, continued with their jobs. Meg Pauls, an employee at Cat Haven, worked with Diana. The 2 took their usual route around the park, each of them assigned to a different section.
So how is this going to go horribly wrong? And why were you cutting vegetables? Cats eat vegetables now? I feel like the cats would have definitely gone crazy for the meat. I don't think that was your problem. You tried feeding him kale.
They had a golf buggy to move around the park. With them, they carried food for the animals and equipment to clean the enclosures. As Meg went one way, Diana went the other. They would then meet at the end of their route and ride back to the staff room in their golf buggies together. This particular day was different, however. Diana's boy...
I want to say Meg looks kind of like Natalie Portman. I always had a thing for Natalie Portman until I found out she was a midget.
Friend was visiting from Italy.
Not that she isn't hot. It's just she's a midget. It's going to be weird.
Diana had invited him to come and spend the day with her at Cat Haven. Maybe she wanted to prove herself to him. Maybe she wanted to show him just how majestic these animals...
Was that... That's an untrained person trying to offer a big cat a water bottle or a milk bottle like it's a fucking baby? Why are people so dumb? This thing is literally one of the most efficient murder machines on the planet. Oh, my camera's not on here. I'm a dick. This thing's one of the most efficient murder machines on the planet. Oh, God. And you brought...
Diana had invited him to come and spend the day with her at Cat.
He's not interested. By the way, it's an adult cat, not a baby. And the one that is interested, the one that would like the milk bottle, that one's coming up behind you without even the slightest care in the world.
At Haven, maybe
decided it'd rather go for your leg.
She wanted to prove herself to him. Maybe she wanted to show him just how majestic these animals were, or how good she was at her job. Nobody knows for sure why she did what she did.
All right, I don't know why we're having sexy lady with a smile doing a nice little saunter past the wombats to the creepy music. Am I supposed to have a boner? Because I do now. It's weird. It's weird when it's erotic and horrifying. It's weird.
That morning, Couscous had already been fed. Just after midday, Diana entered the lion enclosure. She knew that she wasn't supposed to go in alone. Usually, 2 or 3 staff members are on site when somebody enters the pens. And as for Couscous, only Dale was ever allowed into his cage. But Diana knew where the key was. She also knew how to shut the lion in the small section of his enclosure while she cleaned the larger area. The section she locked him up in was the feeding section. He had already been in there once that day. There were 4 sections to the enclosure, 1 for a person and 3 for the lion. Each was securely fastened. There had never been any incidents or malfunctions on the gates or enclosures since the park was founded in 1993. The system seemed to work well, and all staff were adequately trained before working with the animals.
Yeah, but what
Diana
happened?
was sweeping the floor and scooping up the manure. She was emptying it into a large wheelbarrow when her walkie-talkie crackled into life. It was Meg. The two chatted together over the radios as Diana took a break from her chores. But
You're dumb. All right, Toots? You're dumb.
her back was turned to Couscous. She was completely oblivious to the fact that she'd failed to close the gate partitioning the 2 sections. She had also failed to notice Couscous watching her with intriguing eyes. He nosed the gate and reached up with his paw. To his surprise, the gate moved. He nudged it again, and the gate swung open. He was now just feet away from the enthusiastic worker, and he stepped forwards. He was excited, curious. He sniffed the air as he placed one of his huge paws into the section of the enclosure that Diana was in. Slowly, he placed one foot in front of the other. To him,
yes, we get it. He walks.
This was just a game. Living a life of solitude, he wasn't used to sharing his pen with anyone. He had been raised at the park since he was 8 weeks old, just an energetic bundle of fur. But now he stood tall, an impressive mane and powerful body. He leapt at Diana, swiping her head with his paw. Diana crashed to the ground. In that instant, she was dead. The hit from the lion's paw had snapped her neck. She hadn't seen the attack coming. She hadn't felt any pain or suffering. 1 second she was talking on the radio, and the next, she was gone. Meg, on the other end of the radio, called for Diana. She thought it was suspicious for the conversation to suddenly drop, but continued working. She had finished her section of the park, and now she waited for Diana.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Darius Moore following the channel. Thank you for following the channel. All right, so the lion fatally mauled her, possibly not intentionally. I hope we didn't put down the lion, because he did not deserve that. Let's see where this goes.
But there was no sign of the intern or of her golf buggy. Meg drove around to the lion enclosure, where she noticed Diana's golf buggy parked beside. She immediately spotted Diana lying on the floor of the enclosure, just beside a bush. She thought she must have fainted and called out to her. There was no response. Then her heart leapt in her chest as she noticed Couscous out of his small pen. There was nothing between the enormous lion and Diana. Calmly, Meg tried to talk to Couscous. She tried to keep him away from Diana's body, whilst she hurriedly called 911. Emergency services arrived on the scene. Police officers tried to lure Couscous away into another enclosure with food so that the staff could reach Diana's body, but they were unsuccessful. The lion began acting aggressively and defensive over Diana's body. It growled and made lunges towards the emergency responders. Although Diana was unresponsive, they still needed to get the lion away from her if they were to have any chance of reviving her. At that time, they didn't know she was dead. They didn't know what had happened. Less than 30 minutes after Diana entered the lion enclosure, not only was she dead, but Couscous was shot dead by the Fresno County Sheriff's Office.
That's sad. This whole thing was the chick's fault, man. You shot the lion dead. You couldn't trank it. This is my food. Back off. It wasn't even a my food thing. But I mean, still, he didn't want to share. It was her friend, and he didn't want to get moved around.
It was now time for the sheriff to make that call to Diana's father. The call he had long been predicting. The call he had been dreading. The family were distraught. They were heartbroken at losing Diana.
Who cares
so
now?
young.
The story's done. The bitch went in there. She shouldn't have been. It wasn't at all the way it was. Girl sneaks into lion's den and gets fatally mauled. That was not the way you sold that. It was a zookeeper who shouldn't have been doing what she did, and she kind of stopped. All right? It sucks. Matthew Quall saying, thanks for the show. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Matthew. We'll be wrapping up in a little bit. We have a couple more videos that we can get to. Let's all right. Here we go. We did the tennis thing in Wyoming. We already did that. All right, so this was the other one we had. This is Birds with Arms. You know, just to help kind of kick off the weekend, something not so serious. Sad. Yeah, Kirk Allen, I agree. It is sad that they did anything to the lion. All right? Chick wasn't supposed to be in there. She didn't properly lock the cage. It shouldn't have been a thing. They put down the lion. Cat was just being a cat, man. Anyways, let's go over here. I have no idea. What the heck? We're just putting birds and arms and shit on all the birds? Let those cats get a little bigger and see how that goes. Oh my God, this is amazing. All right, wait a minute. I gotta see. Okay, the skis are real. I was like, hold on a second. Are the skis real or the skis fake? The skis were real. All right, the skis are real. Go. This is a creepy looking bird.
Run inside. On 3. 1, 2, hike!
Dude, okay, so you guys will shoot the lion, but all you'll whip out against the birds is a fucking jacket? Why don't you frickin' fire on the turkeys, man? Fire on the turkeys. So a squad of turkeys I want to know more about the squad of turkeys chasing a cop car. Where the hell did this happen? The fuck? All right, this isn't a bird. This is a butterfly. I'm sorry. I don't know why that one's hilarious. Hitting himself in the gut with that the powder puff thing was a nice touch. Oh, the balls. Oh, he hit himself in the balls. Holy shit. This is hilarious. Who the fuck did this? This is amazing. Alrighty, let's go through this. We gotta wrap this up. I can't go through it up forever. Alright, come on. The shitting an egg part is the best. There we go. Alright, this one's not as great. Is that are those Mexican? This seems like it's racist. Am I gonna get in trouble now? All right, that's a cat. Now how far away are we leaving the? I thought it was birds with arms. If you're putting a glove on a cat, now we're cheating. What the fuck? Why? Why is this a thing? It's not just that they're putting arms on them. It's the fact that this footage exists in the first place. Like, the fuck? We get it, how you do animations like this. I think how someone's explaining stop motion animation while we're doing this. So someone just filmed these fuckers and a storm happened. Oh, fucking splat with the ice. Oh, the ice cream one's a nice touch. Atomic Ray saying ducks. I knew it. Mexicans are white. Oh, no. Those were ducks or geese. What the What the All right, this one almost looks real. Like there was I'm sorry, I really appreciate this. Leopard Ink uses both iPad and Apple Pencil to draw and animate these doodles. Yeah, I don't care how he's doing it. I'm laughing at the finished product. The parakeet bouncing a basketball is fucking brilliant. Bravo. Sparky77 saying hi. Fucking A. What the? All right, that one's just hilarious. And what's up, Sparky77? Good to first time chat. Nice to see you. Where's this? This one's really, really good. Let's get it going here. All right, I gotta go back. It's too I'm not even looking at the original. I don't care about the before. Nope, I don't even know what that is. I meant to click that to stop. Good to see a human with tits or legs showing. Without its... Oh, God. It helps if you read a human without its tits or legs showing. Well, I could show my legs. I'd have to pick them up and put them up here. They don't do a lot for me generally, so I don't use them for screen fodder, but thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm back, Jonald Crutches. You missed the animals with arms bit that we kind of did to wind down the overtime to pay back for yesterday. But I have to put all that to an end because I got to hang out with my daughter quick and then go do the Backyard Boys podcast at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time or 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. Thank you very, very much, everyone, for being part of the show. We will get back to you all as soon as Eastern time. I don't think it's on Pacific. Have fun on the Backdoor Boys, says the Laughing Lions. Backyard. It's Backyard Boys. You know what? I will have fun. All right? No matter what you say. Fuck. Anyways, we're going to have a great time. We'll be back this Sunday on the Rumble Only Sunday Smoke Show. We'll be back on the Steel Toe Show Monday morning. We'll be doing our week of shows, and we'll be at the anniversary show on Saturday, August 12th. I think that's everything we have to address. So until this Sunday, or until maybe then Monday, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been a privilege and a pleasure. We'll be back next time.
Game over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
I'm a 50 terabyte self-evolving neural network double backflip off the high platform. And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?